Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good morning from Ultimate Autographs here. I don't know how I was going to do that. Good morning from Dom and Chinmay here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Happy Saturday morning to everybody. Guys, great show last night. We had a brand new 1 and 4. The guys last night, well, I'd say this morning, had the Nightlight show.
Yeah.
Great, awesome show. I want to continue the fun this morning. We got a brand new one. Well, we made it live last night. We have a 1 and 4. Chinmay, you're a big time soccer guy. We had Messi in the 1 and 4. And that jersey, I know Common brought up last night, had the jersey up on the Fanatics. Sold out on Fanatics, by the way, so it tells you that Messi jersey in demand. People want it. $4,500 on Fanatics. That Messi jersey sold out. So it tells you, 1, that jersey, a lot of money. And 2, people want it. Good news for you guys, though. You could get that jersey for just over a little $200. I believe $201 is a spot in that 1 and 4 single. So what would you rather pay for a Messi jersey? $4,500? It's a lot of money. Or $201. I'd rather pay that $201, right?
And look, that's a $4,500 jersey right now after Messi won a couple championships. It's an Argentina jersey, by the way. I think we should mention that.
On the screen right now for you guys.
Messi has played with several clubs. He's now at Inter Miami, possibly going to win an MLS Cup. You know, very, very likely that Inter Miami wins something during his time. He's going to play in the 2026 World Cup here. So the fan base for Messi is going to continue to grow. Mm-hmm. And it's already sold out, like you said.
Yeah, high in demand.
That jersey is going to be one of the most in-demand, forget soccer items, just in general, sports memorabilia items.
100%.
In the next, decade plus.
100. I'm glad you're here, by the way. I told you I needed you for the soccer. Thank you very much. Guys, this 1 and 4, absolutely loaded right now. We did 2 boxes last night. We did pull the Patrick Mahomes, but you guys know the 1 and 4, absolutely loaded from one box to another. Check out these headliners. I'm going to start off with the videos, the football helmets, because I really, really love this Notre Dame Rams ripped lid. Play like a champion today. What's up, Brothers Keeper? Happy Saturday. Grabbed a few slots just now. Appreciate you, my man.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Look at this lid, the Notre Dame Rams lid. 2 great helmets. I mean, Notre Dame, one of the most iconic college lids of all time. And then you have the Rams, which is a beautiful, beautiful standard helmet. And, of course, the Notre Dame play like a champion today. Got to touch, that's we hit the sign before we start the show.
Yep.
Break like a champion today. Here's that Russell Wilson. You were talking about this before the show. the Seahawks, the Broncos, and the Wisconsin. And I love the action green ink. I think ink can really make a helmet, right? I love the green ink on that. Russell Wilson, a future Hall of Fame quarterback, a Super Bowl winner. Here's that Saquon Barkley. Who had a better 2024 than Saquon Barkley? Now, we do get the Saquon Chrome Speed Flexes in the room, and I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me, but this looks like a darker shade of green.
The helmet is definitely darker than the visor.
Right?
That's for sure.
We do get a Saquon Chrome Speed Flex, but this one looks a darker shade than usually the other one's like a more like normal greenish color. This one more looks like a darker green, like an emerald type green.
I think it might be the same shade, but just the chrome finish might make it seem a little darker.
It's a beautiful,
But it's an awesome lid.
I love the green visors.
Awesome lid.
Oh man, Saquon Barkley, one of the best years if not the best year for a running back. 2,000 yards, could have broken the record if he wanted to. Capped off the year with a Super Bowl win. That's a great year for a running back right there. Let's roll some dice. We'll spin the wheel, see what our Chase wheel spin is, and then we'll do a top to bottom rundown of what we have in the break room right now. By the way, guys, I will say this: the Diamonds, 14 boxes left, and 7 of them are headliners. And if my math is correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 speed flexes still left in the Diamonds. Before I roll some dice, let me show that off really fast. Because the speed flex is in the Diamonds. We have Terry McLaurin, had a great 2024. We've been saying for years, just get this guy a quarterback. Feels good to be proven right.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, 12 receiving touchdowns last season. Aiden Hutchinson, 7.5 sacks before a season-ending injury. That was 7.5 sacks in 5 games. Who knows, maybe a defensive player of the year last year, maybe 20 sacks. He'll be back with a vengeance for the Lions next season. We have Ladd McConkey on the two-tone chrome speed flex. Aesthetically, probably the best helmet in the series, right? I would say aesthetically. But name-wise, the current MVP in the NFL, Josh Allen Speedflex, still out there, guys. And you could get that as low as $96 in the Diamonds. The Diamonds are the best bang for your buck in the break room. Why? Authentics are better in every single box. And headliners, secondary headliners, and even in the and more section, you're going to get the best of the best names. There's going to be no scrubs, no Christian Ponders, no Rex Grossmans in the Diamonds. We have guys like, who do we pull? We pulled Hines Ward last night in the and more section. We pull Tony Dorsett all the time, a Hall of Famer, one of the best running backs of all time. Howie Long's a name that we pull in the and more section. So, guys, the Diamonds, the best bang for your buck in the break room. We also have a Lawrence Taylor authentic and a Gronk authentic and a Jim Kelly secondary headliner. We'll see who else is hiding out in the Diamonds. If I'm a Bills fan, I'm getting a double. It's a no-brainer to me. Josh Allen Speedflex and Jim Kelly secondary headliner. You get your quarterback up the pass, Hall of Famer Jim Kelly, and your quarterback now and in the future, Josh Allen. Hoping Josh Allen's the quarterback for the next, 10, 15 years in Buffalo.
Yeah, and you only need one spot to grab both.
That's right.
But obviously, like you said, you get a double or a quad, get more spots in, increases your chances of grabbing both of those. The Chargers.
That is awesome.
Chargers just have. There's some teams that just have the color schemes right. Chargers are one of them.
The powder blue. I know when we were growing up, they had the navy blue. The powder blue's a lot better.
The powder blue's a lot better.
But
I like that I think now they've used the powder blues a lot more. It's become more common. But I remember growing up when like they would announce like, oh, we're playing in the powder blues. Like that was a must see moment.
It's like, hey, I'm watching the Chargers game. Why?
Yeah.
They're wearing the powder blues. It's like, oh, it's like, okay. Yeah, sure. All right. Chargers Raiders game. All righty. Let's roll some dice. You guys know the drill, 6 or higher. That's going to determine how many times we go in the randomizer. Let's determine if I'm going to casino tonight. All right, let's go. 11. That's a lot. That's a lot. So 11 on the dice roll. And let's see what our chase is going to be. Let's see. We got the minis, the Diamonds, Practice Squad Vault, Baseball College, and the 1 and 4 up. I believe that is everything. All righty. Here we go. What's up, bro? Do we close out anything? No, right?
No.
What's with the number 7, Brothers Keeper? College. Hey, college is going to be the chase. College, guys, you like your ratios. 9 boxes left, 7 headliners. We have CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Steve Smith Sr., and secondary headliners Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, and Warren Moon. Still out there. Let me put this on our screen. You're good, Brothers Keeper. No worries. You're good.
I'm going to try to find the college that we did a while back, because you were talking about the best of the rest and the diamonds and the value that's there because its authentics are better in every box. If you were talking about names, I think the college, and this is not even best of the rest because this is 7 headliners and 9 boxes. This is essentially, you're going to pull a headliner. There's a very good chance you're going to pull a headliner in like the next 4 or 5 boxes. You're going to pull 4 or 5 headliners.
And we still have, guys, 10 boxes in the series. I want to say we have 5 entries left. So 5 entries left in the series have NIL deals, which you get a spin of the wheel.
Lotto ball. It's over here. I see it over here.
And you can win yourself a gift card. So, guys, check this out. The best helmet in this series right now, no doubt about it. The Jonathan Taylor, the red, white, and blue. You got the Colts and the Wisconsin. A lot of Wisconsin speed flexes in
May
the
have
room.
been the same one from last week that we saw in this college series. Is this a new college series?
No, I think it's the same one.
It's the same one.
I
yeah.
believe it's the same one.
So we had that last week, and look, I mean the two boxes was 10 boxes, and you said nine boxes.
9 boxes left. Yeah.
All right, 9 boxes left, 7 headliners. So technically 2 boxes without a headliner item. But those 2 boxes, I mean, we've pulled. Look, I pulled Johnny Manziel A&M as a non-headliner in a college series. I've pulled Odell Beckham LSU as a non-headliner in a college series. Like, the college series headliners are not necessarily the prototypical best college players. We pulled a Matt Leinart like stat jersey in a non-headliner for college. Like,
Heisman winner.
you can get some amazing college players, this generation's best college players, without being in that headliner.
Heck yeah. Steve Slayton, is he in there? It's my man.
He might be. He might be.
College Football Hall of Famer, by the way.
Yeah.
Steve Slayton. Guys, headliners left in that college series, and there's a lot of them. Obviously, the Jonathan Taylor, but how about Boomer Sooner? CeeDee Lamb still out there. Hey, if you're an Oklahoma fan, getting that 1 and 4 and the college, get CeeDee Lamb and Trey Young, who's in that 1 and 4. We have Steve Smith on the Utah lid. I like that Utah lid. That looks nice. Very nice. And secondary headliner, Heisman winner Tim Brown. We got Shady McCoy on the Pitt Panthers, Hines Ward, Georgia Bulldog, and Warren Moon on the Washington lid. Here are your divisions as they follow, guys. Wyoming, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, Oregon, Georgia, Purdue, Colorado. Hey, maybe Shiloh Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shiloh could be in that non-headliner.
Got signed with Tampa Bay. We have Wisconsin. That'll be the Jonathan Taylor spot. Michigan, Mississippi. I'm guessing the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Arkansas Razorbacks. We have Penn State, Miami, Illinois, LSU, Notre Dame, and Liberty. Oklahoma, BYU, Oklahoma State. We got the rivalry in the same spot right there, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Ohio State, Ole Miss, Pitt, Arizona State Sun Devils. And then we have USC, Utah, and Washington. A little bit of a Pac-12 throwback right there.
The
with our
old
final
Pac-12
spot.
throwback.
Uh-huh.
And just doing the math here, there's 7 headliners left in 9 boxes, 5 gift cards left, or gift card spins left. That means you could get a headliner and a gift card spin in the same box. In fact, there will be at least 3 boxes where there will be a headliner and a gift card spin. Might be a secondary headliner, but there will be a headliner
Probably
item
my guess,
and
yeah.
a gift card spin. So
My guess is, and if they are in a, probably not the photo headliners, my guess is. Maybe the secondary headliners,
yeah,
right?
it's at least in 3 boxes because there are 2 non-headliners, which we assume the gift card spin will be in. But then that leaves 3 more gift card spins across the board, and then there would be all headliner items.
It's easy to track how many gift cards are left. All you gotta do is look how many balls are in. Yeah, so if there's 5 lottery balls in there.
I think last week, because we did do the college last week, and we got the the non-photoed headliner or non-listed headliner was on a Virginia Tech helmet, Michael Vick.
Oh, who was awesome at Virginia. First
Right.
overall pick.
So that tells you what it was. But I think last week in the college, because Mike was unsure about how to like do the gift cards, I think he kept all the balls in there and spun it each time. So maybe that. So we may have given out some more money than we intended to.
Well, hey, customers like that.
Yeah.
We want to keep the customers happy. We'll do a top to bottom rundown of what we have here in the break room. We were just talking about that 1 and 4. Guys, every photo headliner besides the Patrick Mahomes is available, including that $4,500 Messi jersey. That is a licensed jersey, by the way. Argentina. You could say, well, I don't really like
No,
soccer.
look, hey, the Mahomes. I know, like everyone's obsessed with the Mahomes helmet and whatnot. That Messi jersey is. This is just math. The most valuable item in there.
You're 100% right.
Math.
You're right. You're right. Common had it up on the website last night.
Common is hoping that no one pulls that.
There you go.
Common is hoping no one pulls that but him.
I'll bring it up right now. I have it. Let's see. We have the Messi jersey. So it's Mother's Day weekend. They have it on sale for $3,300. So, by the way, guys,
the crazy thing is that will sell out on sale too.
it is out of stock.
Yeah.
It's out of stock. So there you go. Either way, if it's $4,500, which you're not going to get this weekend for $3,300 because it's out of stock. Sorry for the Mother's Day, the Mother's Day code.
Yeah.
So guys, if you need the Messi jersey, how about $200? Get in that 1 and 4, guys, and you could say, hey, I don't collect soccer. That's fine. You win the Messi jersey, sell it for $4,500, and then you could buy yourself a lot of break spots or just a lot of helmets yourself. So guys,
Yeah.
get in that 1 and 4. Cal Ripken Jr., the Iron Man. We have Shaq, Trey Young, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I love this glove right here. Tyson and Holyfield. That's one of the sports moments I wish I was, 30 years old, got to watch that live. Just, he's biting his freaking ear off. I got to watch that. We have this Speed Flex is insane. The Jerome Bettis, Kyron Williams, the Notre Dame, the Rams, ripped Speed Flex. Saquon Barkley, the best running back in the NFL. Future Hall of Famer Russell Wilson, the Seahawks, Broncos, Wisconsin, ripped Speed Flex. And then we have the 3 bats, the $765 million man, Juan Soto. We have Manny Ramirez still out there. John Smoltz. We have Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is still out there in the 1 and 4. The Messi jersey, Carmelo Anthony, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. What's up, Timothy? That reminds me, 1 of 2 vault keys got pulled yesterday at 6 p.m., leaving 1 off. I haven't seen the ticker yet.
There's 1 vault key left, and it is the $300 key.
It's off the ticker, Timothy. It's off the ticker. Here's that Kyron Williams. There's the Notre Dame. Rams lid. And the Jerome Bettis dual sign. We see Jerome Bettis a lot on the Steelers, of course.
Yeah.
Don't see him too, obviously, his first team was the Rams. Don't see him too often on the Rams here in the break room. Got the Rams and Notre Dame. Rip Speed Flex. That is sick. And obviously the play like a champion. Nice
That's the
touch right there.
iconic part of that helmet.
Very nice. Very nice. Here's that Russell Wilson. Broncos, Colts, and Wisconsin. Very, very nice. And then let's see that Saquon Barkley. I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me, but I think that's a different shade of green. Is that two-tone maybe?
It's possible.
Does it go like dark, like, maybe like the Lad McConkey, it goes to the yellow at the bottom. Does that like fade to like black at the bottom?
I think that's the way the chromes are like. I think that's just the way the finish is on the chrome.
I have a solution to this. We have to pull the helmet and then we
that's the
inspect it
obvious.
ourselves.
The obvious solution is that we pull the helmet.
Yeah.
I just think that is how the chromes are styled.
I'm gonna show Timothy this. I know Timothy, a big time Packer fan. Timothy, here's our jerseys. How about a Brett Favre jersey for $28, Timothy?
So the jerseys are 2 to go.
There you go.
That is definitely on the table here as far as a break happening within the next 15, 20 minutes.
Tim's a big time Packer fan. You know why I know that? Obviously because he told us. But not afraid to talk some smack about the Chicago Bears. Which
okay. Yeah.
I'm not against.
I was told last week that this is the Bears season, and that's how you know that it's May. That's how you know that you're in the offseason. I was told this is the Bears' year.
We have Brett Favre, Champ Bailey, Bruce Smith, Eric Dickerson. Ty Law is available, Brandon. Yes, he is. We have Warren Moon, CFL, Edmonton Eskimo.
Wow.
Jersey, Warren
Okay.
Moon. Not a Packer jersey. It's not that Packer alternate. That confused me for a second. I was like, what was that? What, is that a Packer Warren Moon? What is that? It's an Edmonton Eskimo Warren Moon. Hey, we can have a CFL mooning here in the break room. Mike Evans, Dick Buckus, Anquan Bolden, and Roger Staubach on the Cowboys blue. And then we have Kellen Winslow Sr., Mike Singletary, and Fred Taylor still out there in the jerseys. Every box still available, yeah, in that jerseys. Every
box,
headliner.
Every box still available.
There you go. We'll start off with we'll go to our diamonds again. We talked about it earlier. But 14 boxes left, 7 headliners. Terry McLaurin, Gronk, Aiden Hutchinson, Josh Allen, Ladd McConkey, and Lawrence Taylor, along with secondary headliner Jim Kelly. That is the Audible Diamond, guys. Authentics are better in every box in the Diamonds. The best bang for your buck in the break room. There's that Ladd McConkey two-tone chrome. Very nice. And there is the Terry McLaurin Speed Flex. There you go. So the Diamond's the best bang for your buck in the break room. How about the baseball, guys? It's been stuck at 4.
It's at 5, actually.
It's at 5?
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, it's at 5 for the baseball, but the jersey break just closed.
Can you check? It says 4 on the site. I don't know if you could check that. Maybe something, I don't know what happened. But baseball, we have Jeff Bagwell, Carlton Fisk, White Sox. I love that White Sox helmet. Vlad Guerrero helmet on the Angels. Vlad Guerrero Sr., the father. We have the Manny Machado Padre helmet. And then we have 2 MVP jerseys. Ronald Acuna, the first player to get 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases in a single season. Not the first player with 40 home runs, 70 RBIs in a single season. And then we have Miguel Cabrera, who former Triple Crown winner, one of the best right-handed hitters of all time. Him and Albert Pujols, the best right-handed hitters in my lifetime.
No, baseball is down to 3.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, sir. We have ourselves, here is that college series. We still have five NIL deals still left, guys, so you can win yourself a gift card. And 9 boxes, 7 headliners. One of the boxes being a Jonathan Taylor ripped Speed Flex. We have the Colts. We have Wisconsin. Beautiful hit right there. 9 boxes left, guys. 7 headliners. CeeDee Lamb, the Jonathan Taylor, and the Steve Smith right here at the bottom with secondary headliners, Tim Brown, LaShawn McCoy, Hines Ward, Warren Moon. Vault. 1 vault key left, Tim, if you're still out there. See if we could, there you see it, keys, E, there you go. We have ourselves, the vault's actually in pretty damn good shape too. 6 boxes left, 3 headliners, and that 1 vault key that is left is $300, guys. $300 vault key, the 1 vault key left. And let's not forget, with a vault key, you're winning a full-size helmet as well. So a helmet and some money back. You take that $300, maybe use it for the 1 and 4, win yourself a Messi jersey, a $4,500 Messi jersey that you won for basically 1 spot in the vault because you won it off a vault key.
Right.
You can use it for a spot in the 1 and 4, and then see 1 and 4 is $201, so you'll have $99 left over. Use it for a spot in a diamond, and you can win a Josh Allen Speedflex. I'm just thinking out loud here.
If you do that, if you pull that sequence off,
It's possible.
I would immediately go to a casino.
Yeah.
I would immediately open up the sports betting app.
That person's coming with us, though.
And-
they have to come with us.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna tag along with you, but I would immediately open up all forms of gambling. I would purchase a bunch of lottery tickets. Well, technically, you would only need to purchase 1 if that's the way your luck is going. But I would immediately do all of that if you pull that sequence off.
That's right. It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. I mean,
Anything is possible. We no longer have Kevin Garnett in the room. We had him in the previous 1-4, I believe. But anything is possible.
I mean, 6 boxes left, 3 headliners. So we probably know it's not going to be in the Puka Nacua. It's not going to be in the Lawrence Taylor. It's not going to be in the Phil Simms.
Well, now you're just getting overly ambitious at that point.
I'm just saying, guys, you win that $300 gift card in the vault along with the full-size helmet. Use that for the 1-4. Use it for the dime. I've seen it before. I've seen people use a vault key.
Oh, no. Here's the thing with the vault key, right? You have to use it in the break room.
Yeah.
So you're going to use it somewhere else. And in terms of value, I mean, the Messi jersey is the most valuable item in the break room right now across every series. I've never seen a price tag like that on a sports memorabilia item in this break room.
Insane. I know we love the speed flexes, but Messi jersey, $4,500.
And that's just
Enough
math.
said.
This is
Yeah.
not like
No.
like we're not pumping something up to, just to get it out of the way. Like this is arguably the greatest soccer player ever.
Right. You can't be like, oh, you guys are just making up a number. No, it's on Fanatics. Go and check it out. I mean, we're not lying to you. There it is. Trick play, practice squad. We have 6 boxes left, 2 headliners. We have the Bo Jackson Mitchell Ness Legacy jersey. Those are sweet. I love those. We had the Terry Bradshaw one before. I thought that one was awesome. This one is even better because the Raiders iconic silver and black, and obviously Bo Jackson. And then we have secondary headliner Jim Kelly. So that practice squad, 6 boxes left, 2 headliners. Good ratio right there to win a Bo Jackson license jersey. Here's our regular jerseys. I went over that earlier. Minis, automatic double box break, guys, for 1 spot. $50. You could take home 2 mini helmets. We have Lawrence Taylor, Champ Bailey, Jim Kelly, Robert Mathis, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon. There's a double up opportunity right there. Eric Dickerson and Warren Moon on the sweet Seahawks Rave helmet. And then we have Frank Gore, Aaron Jones, and Patrick Willis, secondary headliners still out there in the minis. So, guys, you are the architects. We'll have a jersey soon. We'll have a baseball soon.
Jersey's good to go.
Oh, jersey's ready?
Jersey's good to
Q.
go. Yep.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. Yeah, live break number 2. All righty. What was happening last night? Damn.
That's a UA After Dark.
What happens in these after dark shows?
UA After Dark. They're out of safe harbor, so apparently a lot of things go.
You guys get wild. All righty. Wait for my message in the chat. Jerseys are out at 30. Every box still available. That means every headliner. Warren Moon, CFL. How cool is that? Edmonton Eskimo.
Amazing, yeah. And that's where he won his championships.
That's right. Damn right. Fingers crossed. Good luck. AJ Wilborn. We have Dustin. We have Michael. We have Sebastian. Thank you guys for getting spots.
Is that that's the professional golfer, Dustin Johnson, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
That's him, yes. Box 6. Thank you, Dustin. Or excuse me, thank you, Brothers Keeper. Guys, it was insane at the later part of UA. Damn. I'm jealous. What the hell? That a boy, Mark. All righty, guys. Thank you, bud. Mark said, I saw the bot comments on the replay after I left. Definitely crazy. Dustin. I remember Dustin Johnson. So, I'm a creature of habit, Chinmay, right? Mm-hmm. So I do the shipping, the name, whatever the name that they use for the shipping name. So Dustin Johnson, at first he did Dustin. So I did that, and I was like, is that your real name, Dustin? He goes, no, I'm Dustin Johnson, but I kept calling him Dustin. So, all righty, guys. Box 6, courtesy of Dustin. And it will 11 times in the randomizer. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. Hopefully it's going to be someone's friend. Jared goes, bot, sure. Get you some, Mark. There you go.
How do you know it's a Russian bot?
That's right. Good call. How do we know it's a bot?
Yeah.
How do we know it's not someone who really likes Mark? There it is, 11 times. Mark's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Let's see. This will determine if it was a bot. Mark, who's your favorite team again? This is going to determine if it's a bot or not.
Okay.
This is going to determine. All right. So, box number 6. our first jersey break, our brand new playbook jersey,
Yeah.
guys. The first box of this
box of the
series.
series.
Sebastian, you have the Brett Favre spot, the NFC North and the NFC South. Dustin, you have the NFC East and the NFC West. AJ, you have the AFC North. Dustin, the AFC South. Michael, the AFC East. And Dustin, the AFC West. So here we go, guys. Good luck. Let's see a headliner. What's up, Charles? I am a Cowboys analyst. Okay. I think so. If he was going to say Viking fan, I was going to say that's definitely a bot. No one likes Viking fans. I'm kidding, Viking fans. I'm a Packer fan. You can make a joke about me. But Cowboy fan, I can believe it.
I do remember him saying he was an LSU fan because
Go Tigers.
last week we pulled a he got a Dwayne Bowe.
Nice.
I believe it was a mini helmet.
Ooh.
I can check.
Over the Dwayne Bowe.
Yeah, Dwayne Bowe mini helmet. Yeah.
All righty. Well, just talking about my team. Of course, I have to pull the rival of my team. It is Hall of Famer, the Danimal, Dan Hampton. Very nice. One of my favorite signatures. There you go. Member of the 85 Bears. Probably the last time you paid for a meal in Chicago was 1985, right?
Yeah.
I would say
I think
so.
that's fair.
And you win a Super Bowl in Chicago, especially the last Super Bowl in Chicago. That's not a joke about the Bear fans. I'm just saying the 85 Bears team, they are gods here in Chicago, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Dan Hampton, very nice, Sebastian. There you go. 3:38 of the late night show. Ooh. Ouch. We'll check it out after during the break. During the break, we'll check it out. I was sleeping at that time last night.
Yeah. I was asleep.
I got home. I passed her right out. But congrats, Sebastian. Very nice. Got Jamar Chase. Yeah, remember that.
Yeah.
And Johnny Manziel in the same break on the, I believe it was the Heisman lid.
Okay.
So there you go. The Danimal, Dan Hampton, got the JSA cert. Got the physical card as well. Very nice, Sebastian. Seabass.
Yeah, I see Jamar Chase mini and Johnny Manziel mini.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Johnny Football. Hey, the minis, automatic double box break. You could do what
Yeah.
Mark did. One spot, take home 2 minis.
And I believe there are 4 spots left in that mini.
There we go.
So plenty of options there in the mini to try and get in that break.
You know, last
Closer
night, it was
to-
actually
to
after
close
our
it.
show last night. I was putting up the graphic for the After Dark show, their series, Nightlight. And they had a couple Rave helmets in there, the Derrick Henry and the Bo Nix. I really love those Rave helmets. I don't know if they're just new and I'm just, seeing them for the first time. But my favorite Rave helmet is the Warren Moon Rave helmet, which is still out there in the mini helmets, which is, 4 spots ago?
Yeah.
I want to see that Warren Moon Rave helmet. That is awesome.
Yeah, Sebastian, congratulations. Closer magic. Got
Absolutely.
the last 2 spots in
Congrats,
that break.
Sebastian. Heck yeah. Very nice. Dan Hampton. I mean, $28 a spot in a jersey break. You win a Hall of Famer. Pretty damn good. Could run that back, guys.
Hard to pass that up.
I mean, jerseys. That's the first box we've done. It's great if a hit that was. Dan Hampton, not even a headliner, not a secondary headliner. So every headliner still available in the jerseys, guys. Only $28. Brett Favre. Where's my Packer fans? I know I got Tim. Where's my other Packer fans? At Chinmay, I know I got you. Fortunately, we can't get in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can't play. So, where's Packer Nation? How about Warren Moon on the CFL, Edmonton Eskimos? We obviously have Warren Moon Seahawks in the minis.
Right.
We've had Warren Moon on the Oilers, obviously. Warren Moon on the Vikings. Warren Moon on the Chiefs. First time I'm seeing him. I know we've had him before on the CFL. First time I'm seeing him on CFL. Edmonton Eskimo stuff for sure. I know we've had it before, but first time I'm in the room physically for it.
Yeah.
So definitely take advantage of that. I mean, Bruce Smith, 200 career sacks. That's the record. I love when the record is the exact even number. It's easy to remember. You sound smart. It's yeah, Bruce Smith, 200 career sacks. It's 200 exactly. Same as Heinz Ward, 1,000 catches. Of course I know that. The easy flat number. Keep it simple.
Yep.
You think Bruce Smith was
I could get to 201 or 200 and a half. I could get a half sack, but it's not worth the half sack isn't worth it.
Do you want to finish at 200 exactly, or do you want to get 201?
I don't know.
It's a good question. I mean, either way.
I think 201 would be I could have stopped at 200, but I made sure to get at least one more
Right,
sack.
that's it. Yeah. just to make sure the record's safe, right? You got to make sure the record's safe. Get that one extra sack. You never know. Thank you, Dan Hampton. Thank you very much. Thanks, Sebastian. Let's run it back. Guys, we have 19 people. There we go. We have a bunch of early birds here in the break room. What do you guys want to do next? I mean, the room is loaded right now. College, I mean, the ratios in the college, 9 boxes, 7 headliners. The Jonathan Taylor Speed Flex. We got a brand new jersey in the room. That was our first box. The Dan Hampton, great hit. But every headliner still available. The 1 and 4, 34 boxes left. We only have 1 headliner pulled. It is the Mahomes. But guys, the most expensive item in that break is still available. The Lionel Messi jersey, licensed Argentina jersey. One of, I don't want to say one of the biggest athletes in the world. Is he the biggest, athlete in the world? Definitely one of the richest.
Yeah, he's probably universally the most well-known athlete in the world.
For sure.
Especially after Argentina won the World Cup. The Argentina Messi story for a long time was that he could never win an international trophy. It was like him and Ronaldo seemed destined to never win something for their country despite tremendous accolades with their clubs. Ronaldo won the Euro in 2016, even though he actually didn't play in the final. He got hurt in the final. And Messi was kind of just like waiting for this championship. They won the Copa in 2021. They won the World Cup in 2022. They again win the Copa in 2024. Like, that has skyrocketed Messi's, stature and legacy. And that Argentina jersey, Messi played for Barcelona, PSG, now Inter Miami. And obviously those jerseys are going to be, valued as well. But the Argentina jersey, that thing is timeless, right? Like the Messi Barcelona jersey, okay, well, he made his name at Barcelona, but he's no longer playing at Barcelona. He will always play for Argentina. That'll be the only country he will ever play for. And he has said that he will play in the 2026 World Cup.
There you go.
Next summer. So it could be four trophies in a row for Messi. And if he wins that World Cup,
value goes up.
I mean, that jersey, that is the most expensive item I have seen in my time here at UA. Retail value. And we've pulled a bunch of Mahomes Speed Flexes. We've seen crazy Brady ripped helmets. That Messi jersey is by far the most valuable thing I've seen in the break room.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very nice, guys. Every headliner besides the Mahomes still available. Messi, Taylor Swift. The Tyson, I love that Tyson Holyfield glove. The Ric Flair belt, the 3 Speed Flexes, Russell Wilson, the dual signed Rams, Notre Dame, Jerome Bettis and Kyron Williams. We had the Chrome Saquon Barkley, the Offensive Player of the Year, the Iron Man Cal Ripken. We have Superman Shaq, Trey Young on the Atlanta Hawks ball, Manny being Manny Ramirez, Juan Soto, $765 million. It only cost you $201 in the 1 and 4. It ain't going to cost you $765 million to get that Juan Soto bat. It's a little cheaper when the Mets paid. Got the John Smoltz Hall of Fame pitcher, former Atlanta Braves starter/closer. We have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How about cool is that? We got Kareem. The basketball hits in this break room. Carmelo Anthony on the Nuggets. That's a licensed jersey. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar licensed jersey. Carmelo Anthony, after he left Denver, he goes, man, I'll probably have my number retired for sure. And then they gave it to some second-round pick who's drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. He's like, this guy's going to be nothing. He turned out pretty good. So they have 2 numbers retired at Denver. Carmelo and Jokic, both the 15s. The Cubs did it with Greg Maddux and Fergie Jenkins. You retired 2 players' numbers at once. I mean, they have to retire Melo's number in Denver, right?
I don't know about that.
No, they have to.
I think they will. Because Melo will be a Hall of Famer because of the championship at Syracuse.
Yeah.
And the Olympic Melo is very much a thing.
Hoodie Melo when he
Hoodie Melo is a thing, but Olympic Melo is 100% a thing.
That's how he plays his best.
So he's definitely a Hall of Famer. That's no question about that. Yeah, I think they'll do the double with him and Jokic. They'll do the double with him and Jokic.
I get that jersey.
Mark is saying that's Jordan level. I think it's above Jordan. I think Messi is above Jordan level. And I mean, we're in Chicago and I've grown up, I grew up a Lakers fan, but since moving here, became a Bulls fan too. And Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, universally known as the best basketball player of all time. I think Messi is above him in terms of global popularity.
I thought Muggsy Bogues was the best basketball
Oh,
player.
really? Okay. Okay. Muggsy Bogues gives all of us hope that maybe we could have played basketball professionally.
Muggsy Bogues, Spud
False
Webb.
hope.
My
but-
favorite players as a short guy. Muggsy, Spud Webb. Hey, that might be in the 1 and 4. You never know.
Yeah.
Trey Young, Kareem Abdul. Hey, you're a Laker fan. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar licensed jersey in this
Give me
1 and 4.
Kareem. Give me Kareem and Shaq.
Right? Yeah, Kareem. Good call, Kareem and Shaq.
I can hoop on the driveway with the Shaq basketball wearing the Kareem jersey.
Even the secondary headliners in this 1 and 4. Just these names: Aaron Donald, Bruce Smith. I mean, if this is just like football only series, those are photo headliners. Fernando Tatis Jr. You have the dual. Oh my, Mets fans. Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden.
Oh, that's.
How cool is that?
I mean, that's easy.
There you go. They both had their number retired last season. They both had different ceremonies honoring obviously they were great in the 80s. Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden. There's Paul Pierce, Allen Iverson, two of the greatest nicknames of all time, the truth and the answer. What would you rather have, the truth or
Oh, it's definitely the answer.
the answer?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even I hate the Celtics. So, and I will say though that Paul Pierce, say what you want about him. He's a man of his word.
I saw that video.
He's a man of his word. He walked the 20 miles to work
Saw KG drive past
after
him.
after the Celtics blew the lead in game 2. Celtics playing this afternoon in game 3 in what is a must-win game
Yes,
for
sir.
the defending champions. But Paul Pierce, man of his word. The whole wheelchair shtick, that's, we can debate how real that was.
He crapped his pants.
Yeah, we can debate exactly what happened there, but took a title away from my Lakers, and then we got one back on him a couple of years later. But man of his word, he put something out there. It happened, and he paid up the bet.
Wasn't that the rumor that he crapped his pants?
That is the allegation.
Hey, man.
That is the allegation.
I remember when I was in school. This might be TMI, but when I had to go to the bathroom, I used to sneak and call my mom. I'm like, Mom, I gotta you gotta call. You have to get me from school. I have to go home. The bathrooms were dirty at school.
Yeah.
So maybe he was just like, all right, I gotta fake this injury to get out to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I understand. I get it. Chuck. What the hell is this Chuck Norris gonna be on? I have to know. Walker, Texas Ranger, Chuck Norris himself.
I hope it's not on a gun.
No, actually, you know what? I don't know if I should say this. We've had it before on that, so we'll see. We'll see. Austin Matthews, Toronto Maple Leafs. What did the Maple Leafs do?
The Maple Leafs lost last night.
I was gonna say they were in overtime.
In
right?
another in another crazy game. I think they were losing, and then they were winning, and then Florida scored a goal late to even it up in regulation, and then Florida scored in overtime. That's now 2-1 Toronto in that series. But the hockey games this postseason have just been wild stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Jets game.
the Jets Blues game, they scored 2 goals in the last, minute 45 with 1 goal coming with 3 seconds left in the game.
Stars.
That was a game 7 too. Jets go on to win in overtime. The Stars Avs, I've never seen. We've seen sports like sports karma play itself out over several seasons or something like that. I have never seen the more immediate sports karma hit than the Avs just parting ways with Mikko Rantanen for no reason, and then he comes back and delivers a hat trick in Game 7 in the 3rd period.
That's gotta feel good for him.
It wasn't even across the game. It was 3rd period hat trick.
Didn't he do it the next game too against the Jets?
Yeah.
He scored a hat trick in
Yeah.
1 period as well.
He's on fire now.
That
He's unstoppable.
That has to feel so damn good doing it against the team. He got traded twice this year, I believe, right? And the Avs, they didn't want to pay him.
Avs didn't want to pay him. Hurricanes apparently just didn't want him. And Stars were like, okay.
There you go.
Immediately gave him a long-term extension. Crazy story.
I love this line from Tim right here. You came in this world crapping your pants. You're going out crapping your pants. Man. This is well said. Very well said. 9:46 a.m. in the break room. We're getting a little crazy.
This is not the After Dark show. This is not a continuation of the After Dark show.
Hey, I see someone got a spot in the 1 and 4. Is that
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim. Tim got a spot in the 1 and 4
Yeah.
single, vault single, and jerseys. Let's do it, guys. Appreciate you, Tim. Appreciate you, brother. I know Tim's going for the Brett Favre in the jerseys. That vault single, maybe $300 vault key, but we still have the Puka Nakua rep helmet, Lawrence Taylor authentic, Phil Simms still out there if you're a Giants fan. Get maybe that Super Bowl combo, Lawrence Taylor and Phil Simms. If you're Abdul Carter, you probably don't want that double up right there. They want to let him work.
I saw that Abdul Carter finally got a number.
51. So he
finally got a number.
He's combining. So he wanted 11. Phil Simms said no. He wanted 56. Lawrence Taylor said no. So he just combined them, which is 51, a good linebacker number.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. You know, you can't have 56. I'm sorry. It's Lawrence Taylor's number.
Yeah.
You can't give out. I understand. It doesn't hurt to ask. Dude, you're not having Lawrence Taylor's number on the New York Giants. And I like Abdul Carter. I think he's going to be an absolute stud. It's Lawrence Taylor, bro. Sorry. 51. Make that your own number, right?
Yeah.
Luther Burden, he had a funny, he was asked about 87. He goes, why'd you pick 87? He goes, all the good numbers are gone.
Yeah.
That was his response.
Yeah.
And then Matthew Golden, who's got 22, his response was, it's just a number. So some people have different opinions on the number. I know when I was a kid, when I played baseball, you know, Little League Baseball, if the numbers were just like the sizes. So I was always number 1 because that was like the smallest jersey. But I wanted 14. I was a Paul Konerko White Sox fan. And Paul Konerko was my favorite, player in the White Sox. So one year I switched with one kid who was probably like at the time, a giant, and I don't know, probably like 5'10" as like a 12-year-old or whatever. I was, me at 12 years old was, imagine me at 30, I'm a little guy. Me at 12 years old, I'm a little guy. So I switched with the one kid. I don't know how he fit in. I don't know how he fit in that jersey, but in my jersey was like I had to tuck it in. It was so damn big.
They may have done some testing to see what that guy was on with this tight jersey on a 12-year-old kid who's like 5'10", looking absolutely ripped.
It was the guy from Benchwarmers who said he was 12 years old. That was that guy.
I was in the exact same boat. The one season that I played baseball, shortest kid clearly on the team. But I always went for number 8 because of Kobe,
nice,
old Kobe, number 8.
Number 8?
Basketball, or like first one season I played basketball, happened to get number 8. When I played soccer in high school, tried to get number 8. So always tried for number 8. Yeah, I like the superstition with the numbers on the jersey.
Yeah, I got sick of being number 1 all the time. I never liked being number 1 because I felt like that was like you're just. You're asking for all the attention, number 1. That's too much pressure. So then when 14 was too big for me, I settled for number 4. I was like, you know what, 4, that was like it was a medium size jersey. I was like, you know what, I can't do the extra large 14. I'll settle for the medium number 4. Mm-hmm. So 4 is my lucky number now. Watching a Willow replay.
That is cricket, as Jersey Slime has mentioned multiple times on this program when he's talking to me. I don't know which particular game he's talking about, but standing O as you're walking off, pretty good.
I thought he was talking about the 1980s movie with Val Kilmer. I was like, damn, Willow. All right. Good movie. Standing O as he walked off. See what we have on this break page right now. Tim got a spot in the 1 in 4 single, guys. Every headliner besides the Patrick Mahomes is available. The most expensive item in the break room in this 1 in 4, guys. It's the licensed Messi jersey. Check this out. World Cup next year. I can't wait. I'm gonna get into soccer. I told Common I'm gonna get into soccer. Mm-hmm. He gets a little upset with me because I'm not against any sport. I love all sports, but we're busy. We're adults. It's hard to follow.
Yeah.
Several sports. You
can join Ricky and me on the Arsenal wagon.
I want to pick like the worst team.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
I want to pick the most hated worst team.
Oh. Most hated is different than worst.
Who is like, and no one take offense to this, but who's the Dallas Cowboys? Most polarizing. I'm not saying Cowboys are hated. I mean, if you're not a Cowboy fan, you probably hate the Cowboys. Who's the most polarizing?
See, that's the crazy thing. It depends on who you ask. Like, if you ask a Barcelona fan, they'll say Real Madrid. If you ask a Real Madrid fan, they'll say Barcelona. If you ask an Arsenal fan, they'll say Tottenham. If you ask a Tottenham fan, they'll say, I think Manchester United is a good good Cowboys. Yeah,
that's about Man U.
Yeah, I think Manchester United is in the Europa League final.
There we go.
So you can watch the Europa League final against Tottenham.
Was David Beckham on that team?
Years ago.
He was
on that
20,
team
25 years ago. 25
many
years
years ago, David Beckham was on that team. But yes, look, Cristiano Ronaldo started his career at Manchester United.
There you go.
Man United was they are the winningest team in the Premier League, in the history of the Premier League. Like when the Premier League became what it was, Man United was the gold standard club, and now they've fallen off. So basically, like the Cowboys.
I have a 19-year-old Italy soccer jersey.
Okay.
2006 World Cup.
Ah,
And 12-year-old Dom was on the bandwagon.
Okay.
So it's and sad enough, it probably still fits me. So
hey,
there you go.
look, Manchester United is a big club. They have a lot of supporters, so you would not be sort of faulted for supporting Manchester United. You'd be ridiculed a little bit.
Good, that's my squad.
But
Man U,
ride
baby.
with me, yeah. Watch the Europa League final.
Let's do it, Man U. Good morning, Thunder Lord Frazier. I love that name, Thunder Lord. Sounds like Thor. Good morning, everyone. Got into the jerseys. Hell yeah, every headliner still available. We only did one box. It was Dan Hampton. So
Yeah.
every headliner, every secondary headliner, still there. You guys know the story behind Dallas being called America's team? What's up, Tim? Let us know. I do not know.
Oh man, that's a Jersey Slime. That's a great story. The second part of the story is great. The first part is not so much because I, as an Arsenal fan, will not support anything Spurs related. The Europa League champion does get into Champions League next year. That is true. But being introduced to Sir Alex Ferguson, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Dom, you as a newly minted Manchester United fan, you should know that Sir Alex Ferguson is regarded as the greatest manager in the history of club soccer.
Is Bruno Fernandes still on Man U?
Bruno Fernandes is still on Manchester United.
It's my favorite player. I typed in best player on Man U. AI said determine the best player is subjective, but Bruno Fernandes is consistently recognized as a key player for Manchester United. Mm-hmm. So is AI correct? Is Bruno Fernandes? Would you say he's the best player? I'm just asking for if I could trust the AI overview sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get an answer.
Best overall player. Yeah, probably
Okay.
Bruno Fernandes. Yeah.
Okay. Not Marcus Rashford?
Marcus Rashford is no longer on Manchester United, so that tells you where the AI is headed.
Consistently strong performer, often considered one of United's. I can't trust AI. The only AI you can trust, Allen Iverson in the 1-4, the original AI. Still, when people comment AI, when they artificial intelligence, I still think Allen Iverson. The NFL approached the Giants and they said no. So, I didn't know that.
Jerry Jones will do anything to promote his franchise.
Love Jerry.
So that's not shocking at all.
The NFL approached the Giants and they said no. So basically, Dallas said they would take it. Nothing but a way of promoting the NFL.
Yeah.
Really?
And
I
Jerry
know.
Jones said, let's do it.
I just thought, the 90s, the dynasty, and, being America's team, I don't know.
No?
Thanks, Tim. I think Packers are America's team. Small local neighborhood, that's America's team.
The blue collar around the corner,
The parking
locally owned team.
The parking lots are people's lawns. Like, if you want to park there, don't pay for the parking, the $100 parking at the stadium.
we've parked it. Yeah, people open their driveways,
Right.
their lawns.
They'll let you park there for 20 bucks, 50
25
bucks.
bucks, yeah.
Just make sure you get a good spot because you might be stuck in that lawn. If the people went to the game and you're trying to get your car out and you're stuck and you're like, you might be SOL until those people get home from
Been
the
to
game.
two Packers games. Both times we parked like 3 or 4 blocks away on someone's driveway. That's the move.
That's the move, 100%. I'm so jealous of the people who live like across the street.
Right.
Like they could look outside of their, like you could go outside your yard and like grill and like you just turn around and there's Lambeau Field. I'm so jealous of that. That's so awesome. They have the fences there, all the Packer themed. I'm moving to Green Bay when I'm older. That's it.
Jerry Jones wishes he could be George Steinbrenner.
George. What was George? He bought the Yankees for what, $23 million or something like that?
All these sports franchise values are just
That's a bargain,
nuts.
right? That is a great
Just
bargain.
insane.
You want a great bargain though? How about $204? Excuse me, that Messi
Yeah,
jersey.
$204 for the one spot in the 1 and 4.
204, excuse me, guys. 204 the Messi. That's a great bargain right there. Let's see. Do you want to pay $4,500 for a jersey or do you want to pay 204? I'm going to be honest with you, Chime. I don't have $4,500 to my name right now, especially after that Vegas trip. All right? I do not. I could 204. I can handle that.
Yeah.
Right? I know Tim Sievert, he's in this 104. He's ready. The Mecca. There you go, Tim. I'm so excited for football. Packers plus 2,200
To win it all, right?
to win it all.
Yeah.
To
I
win
think
it
they were
all.
plus 250 or plus 275 to win the division, and there's a lot of money coming in on Green Bay. look, the Vikings, maybe they take a step back with JJ McCarthy. The Lions, maybe, losing both their coordinators. I still think the Lions are rightfully favored to win the division, but Green Bay was hot at the end of the last season. And if Jordan Love can, play the way he played at the end of last season, he can play that way the entire season. That could be, the Packers could easily be winning that division.
There's only one Mecca. You'll see it at 3:30 Eastern time this afternoon. Madison Square Garden, the Knicks and the Celtics. Game 3. I was about to say the Celtics have to win this one. I'm not saying anything after these last 2 games. Game 1, I can make an excuse like, okay, that happens. Like, all right, comebacks happen. Twice? Back-to-back games?
No. At home?
At home?
No.
So we'll see. Hey, and the Garden will be rocking. Ben Stiller will be there. Spike Lee will be there. Timothy Chalamet will be there. Everyone, Babule will be there.
Yeah.
Everyone who's everyone will be there. But we're just talking about the Packers being 2,200 to win the Super Bowl. The Eagles right now the favorite, of course. To repeat, 650. The Buffalo Bills plus 700. Why, you ask? Josh Allen, the MVP. The Diamonds right now, guys, the best bang for your buck in the break room. Authentics are better in every single box. $96, you can win yourself a SpeedFlex helmet. Under $100, a SpeedFlex helmet. These SpeedFlexes alone, you go on Riddell.com and you want a plain old SpeedFlex, no signature, no design, it's around $600. Then you add in a design of a team, you add in a signature, you have a helmet north of $1,000. You get it for less than $100 here in the break room. The MVP, guys, Josh Allen, who, let's be honest, he's just getting started. It's not like Josh Allen is going to fall back, his career's just going to fall off a cliff. He's just getting started, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And you know what? Travis Kelce's popular. He's dating a celebrity. Taylor Swift, who's in that 1 and 4. Josh Allen, he's dating a celebrity. He becomes a bigger star, more popular.
Oh, he's doing more than dating a celebrity.
He's engaged.
They're getting married soon.
Haley Steinfeld. I'm a huge fan of her. Any excuse I get to talk about her, I'm cool. I'm a huge fan. She's a great singer. So there's Josh Allen with Ladd McConkey. Aesthetically, I think the Ladd McConkey is the best helmet in this series. Obviously, name-wise, it's the Josh Allen.
And Ladd McConkey is in line for a huge sophomore season.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a big-time Justin Herbert fan. I don't know if you've seen me. Probably not, but I've had my Justin Herbert Oregon jersey. I was a big fan of him at Oregon and a big fan of him with the Chargers. I'm so happy Ladd McConkey because, it was rough last year going in the season. I'm like, man, who is he going to throw to?
Yeah.
But Ladd McConkey, and they got Trey Harris in the draft. Watch out for the Chargers. I know Common said, his hot take is they're going to win a playoff game next season. I think they'll make the playoffs because they have Justin Herbert and Jim Harbaugh, great coaches.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers might be a little cursed, though, so I'm going to say hold off on that. I'm a believer, though, on Herbert and Jim Harbaugh and Ladd McConkey.
Look, Trey Harris was a guy that I wanted the Packers to get
Same here.
in the second or third round because
I was so confident
he was coming off an injury at Ole Miss, but some of those throws and some of those plays that Jackson Dart had to Trey Harris, particularly in the LSU game, was just, this guy is a bona fide wide receiver 1, and I don't know why he's falling in the draft.
Yeah, I was so confident as Packer fans, we were not going to draft.
Wide receiver in round 1 was not going to happen.
So I was looking at second round wide receivers like, I like Trey Harris, But Trey Harris, great player, but the chemistry that him and Ladd McConkey have, first year, I can't wait to see in year 2. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. And then we have the Terry McLaurin, who only took him 1 year to get that chemistry with Jaden Daniels. 12 touchdowns last season. We'll see if Scary Terry tops that. He's got the Scary Terry inscription. Common said, and it's a different yellow because the Commanders yellow. You can see they have.
You can see the contrast with the
mustardy
logo.
Is the Commanders.
Yeah.
Common, you're gonna like this. So it gives him a Mizzou vibe. That helmet.
Yeah, a little bit. The
That's
the stripes aren't as like tigery as you would like, but yeah.
So the yellow,
the yellow,
yellow,
I can see it.
Yeah. That's a sick helmet. I've never seen a Scary Terry like that in the break room, guys. Like I said, the best bang for your buck in the break room, the Diamonds. Terry McLaurin SpeedFlex, Gronk Authentic, Aiden Hutchinson SpeedFlex on that sweet, sweet Lions alternate, that Honolulu blue. Josh Allen SpeedFlex, Ladd McConkey. Speaking of Lawrence Taylor, there he is. Sorry, Abdul Carter. Sorry. Lawrence Taylor, photo headliner, still left on the Throwback Giants. And then we have the Jim Kelly secondary headliner. Bills fans getting that double. Jim Kelly, Josh Allen. Baseball 3 to go. Hey, guys.
Yeah, 3 to go in the baseball, and I was just looking at that. Jeff Bagwell was part of that Killer Bees Astros team that the White Sox won a World Series over. That White Sox team.
The Pope was there.
The new Pope was there at that game.
That's crazy.
And now there's jokes going around, rightfully so.
Hey.
That the White Sox produced a Pope before they could produce another World Series title.
Breaking news. I'm surprised I had no one in the chat. Unless my friends are messing with me. This is 2 group chats that sent me this. Derek Carr retired.
What? Wow. Yep. It's on ESPN.
I should have got that. Tyler Shuck was on waivers in Dynasty, and I did not pick him up. I knew I should have.
Shoulder injury forces Carr to retire.
Wow. Yep. Derek Carr. Happy retirement to Derek Carr.
Yeah.
The Saints. Well, Tyler, they drafted Tyler Shuck in the 2nd round. We'll see. Saints,
they might be trading for Kirk Cousins.
Low key, that offense.
They have some
talent.
They have some talent.
They have some talent. But the baseball guys,
they're trading for Kirk Cousins.
Aaron Rodgers,
or hey, Aaron Rodgers might go there. Yeah, you never know.
Jeff Bagwell, the bat, one of the coolest batting stances of all time. Anytime I could talk about the positive days of the White Sox, I'm for it. Carlton Fisk. I showed Common last night, one of the coolest plays of all time. If you go on YouTube, MLB posted too.
Yeah.
Carlton Fisk tagging 2 guys out at home plate at the same time. It was 2 Yankee guys, you know. And it was one of the coolest plays for a catcher. I remember seeing that play because when the White Sox, when they had the intro video, and it was like when they were coming out to the field when you go to the game, and that was always one of the highlights that they showed in that intro video. And I just remember that play. Carlton Fisk, one of my dad's favorite players. His second favorite player, his first favorite player was Louis Aparicio because that's who he watched growing up. But then Carlton Fisk was his guy when he was on the White Sox. We also have Vlad Guerrero Sr., one of my favorite players growing up. Yeah. Sorry, pitch. You throw a ball anywhere, he's hitting it.
Vlad Sr. was like, when I was really into baseball as a kid, Vlad Guerrero was the guy.
I was in class in college. I think it was my senior year in college. Pissed off when the results came back that he was not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I was just so mad.
Couldn't fathom it.
I was like, come on, man. Vlad Guerrero Sr., not a first ballot. He did get in his second ballot, but it's like, come on, man. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer. We have Manny Machado on the Slam Diego.
Talk about a bad White Sox memory. I still have some anger issues over the Machado free agency thing.
He should be. That should be on the White Sox helmet. Should be. But I will say this.
That Padres helmet is sick though.
I don't bet every day anymore. I don't. I'm behaving myself. I'm being a good boy.
Vegas changed him, fellas.
I'm being a good boy.
Vegas changed him.
But occasionally I like to throw in a future bet, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I got the Padres to win the World Series at plus 700.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, excuse me, plus 7,000. Plus 700. It's not good odds. Plus 7,000. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., Fernando Tatis Jr. is in the 1 and 4, by the way, guys, who might be the National League MVP when it's all said and done. And talk about a bad White Sox memory, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's full of bad White Sox memories. Machado, Tatis, Dylan Cease. It's the West Coast White Sox with bad memories.
That's why I root for the Padres. They're the West Coast White Sox. Go Padres. There you go. But we have 2 MVPs in here as well. The first player ever to get 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases, Ronald Acuna Jr. We also have Miguel Cabrera, Tigers jersey, one of the best right-handed hitters in the MLB. And then we have Raleigh Fingers and Pete Rose. That's why I said maybe, Jeff August. That's why I said maybe, my friend.
Well, the Padres are now plus 2,200.
There we go.
So you've at least got, some value.
Give me my cash out option. I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
I'm hurting for money. So 3 spots to go for the baseball.
Tim is talking about the Packers wide receiver group, and Tim, I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think Christian Watson is going to play this season.
I think they might trade Romeo Doubs as well. I was hearing that was a rumor.
Yeah. I think Golden and Reed are the 2 that you can pretty safely say are going to be on the team.
Come on. I know you don't like my boy. Throw him in there. Wicks. I love Wicks.
Well, no one will take Wicks, so that's why Wicks will probably still be on the team.
He gets open. He just can't catch.
Yeah. Amari Cooper is still sitting there free agency. And I mean, I don't even know what's going on, not just with the Packers, but across the league. Like, Amari Cooper suddenly is like an untouchable commodity or something. Look, I don't know what's going on, but Amari Cooper is there. There's Keenan Allen is there as well, veteran receiver. Devontae Adams did that whole Packers could use a veteran receiver thing and then went to the Rams. So we can skip that conversation. But there are some veteran receivers out there who I think could help the Packers, especially because Watson, I think he's out for at least 3 months based on the last report that I saw. But given his injury history, I just don't know if he's going to play. Tim is confident, though, saying Watson will be back.
I hope he's right.
Mid-season. That would be amazing.
I hope Tim's right. Hey, more the merrier. 3 to go on the double. Yes, Dustin.
You do have a spot in the baseball and 3 to go in the baseball. Who do I cut? Well, if I was running the team, Wicks would be out. And I would look at shopping both Dobbs Watson and Dobbs are both in the final year of their deals. So I can see them keeping Watson just as like a sign of like good faith, like, hey, like, we'll have you on your contract. Dobbs, I'm a fan of Dobbs. I think he's a great red zone target on jumps, and I think Reed is obviously, went to the same high school that I did, local kid.
There you go.
I'll keep Jaden Reed.
Big Jaden Reed fan.
Yeah.
Dontavian Wicks, I'm a fan. I was a fan of him last year. He gets open. He struggled with drops. I will say this. I know not every wide receiver is going to turn out to be Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams struggled with drops his first couple years in the NFL. I'm not comparing Wicks to Devontae Adams. I know that is ridiculous. Devontae Adams is a future Hall of Famer. I'm giving Wicks one more shot. I'm a fan of him. I'm a fan. Right. I think Jeff if he catches 3 of his drops last year, whole different saying. I mean, I like
okay,
Wicks.
Yeah, you don't drop potential, but like at some point you got to make a decision, right?
Potential can get you fired. That is true. Like, potential can get you fired. Is it like Dontavian Wicks or like
if it was Dontavian Wicks or Amari Cooper, like what are you doing? Like sure, you can go for potential, but if you believe that the Packers are capable of winning a Super Bowl,
I'm taking Wicks.
Wow,
I am.
If you believe that the Packers are capable of winning the Super Bowl,
I'm a believer in Dontavian Wicks. That's why personally I'm a fan of him.
Fair enough.
He gets open.
Oh my God. If that happens, then I think Bears fans might riot.
Trade rumor season, DJ Moore going to Dallas. Hey, I'm cool. All media trade proposals. Alexander was out now, and I don't believe it. Yeah, Giles Alexander, he was a lock to get traded. Now Peter Schrager was saying that he's probably going to come back, which, hey, our cornerback.
That's fine.
I'll take him.
That's fine.
I wish he was healthy throughout the season.
Right.
But our cornerback.
And didn't go out as an unassigned captain for the coin toss.
Yes. Hopefully they sit down with John and be like, hey, man, we get it. We understand. You want to be a captain. That's why they got rid of the captain. They got rid of that. So hopefully they can figure that out because, I want as many cornerbacks as we can have.
Yeah, they got Nate Hobbs in free agency. And they probably will need to pick up one more. But
who's our cornerback? Keyshawn Nixon. We still got Carrington Valentine?
Carrington Valentine is still there. Technically, they had, this was, again, not a smart decision. They had Javon Bullard play some corner.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Georgia, yeah.
That wasn't that great. But, yeah, Hobbs, Jair, if Jair comes back, that group is looking pretty solid, especially if he's back to 100%. But no, I would take Wicks out of circling back to the original question. If I had to get rid of somebody, I think Wicks is the guy.
I hear you. 3 spots to go in the minis automatic double box break. I'm looking at a double up opportunity right now. The beautiful Rams standard helmet, the Eric Dickerson, and then the Rave Seahawks. I love
3 to go. 3 to go in that mini double, and plenty of double up opportunities as you mentioned. Yeah, the Seahawks helmet is the one that really, really pops. But you got you can do Eric Dickerson and Warren Moon, right, as the headliner double up, and then also Mathis and no, that wouldn't be a double up. Sorry,
plenty of minis left.
Frank Gore and Patrick Willis would be the secondary headliner double up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say this: Frank Gore is a secondary headliner. We've had pulled Frank Gore on the Jets, the Bills.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Fair. I would say probably. I don't want to say too much, but most likely a 49er, but.
Potentially,
we've seen Frank Gore on multiple teams.
Fair
Patrick
enough.
Willis is a lock to be at 49. That's another double up opportunity on the West, though. Patrick
Oh,
Willis,
yeah.
Aaron Jones, NFC North. There's plenty. There'll be double up opportunities. I love the. We also have this helmet in the diamonds as well. The throwback Giants lid, where the Giants were just supposed to Giants. I love those lids. So 3 spots to go in those minis, guys. Take them 2 minis with 1 spot. Mark McAdams did it on Thursday. Jamar Chase and Johnny Manziel. Johnny Football. Saw him at a bar in Nashville one time.
Wow.
Was 2002? No, 2002. No, 2022.
I was gonna say, what were you doing at the bar in Nashville in 2002?
Florida. I was watching a Nashville Predators game. It was a Florida Georgia Line bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And I seen Johnny Manziel. He was chilling. He was behaving himself. He was there.
He's a Florida Georgia Line fan.
Is he?
I mean,
I guess
so, right?
I mean, I was there. I wasn't a Florida. I'm not a big Florida. I was there. It was a bar in Nashville. I was like, it's open. It's good enough for me. 6 to go in the jerseys, guys. $28 a spot. Hey, you know me and Jim, man. We want to see Brett Favre. Champ Bailey. I love Champ Bailey.
Out, yeah.
Bruce Smith, the most sacks all time, 200. Eric Dickerson, got Ty Law. Warren Moon on the CFL, Edmonton Eskimo, not the Packers throwbacks. We have Mike Evans, future Hall of Famer, current Hall of Famer, Dick Butkus. I love the Anquan Bolden, man. One of the toughest players of all time on the Ravens. I just love seeing him in the break room, one of my favorites. And the Roger Staubach on the throwback Cowboys Blue.
Yeah.
Secondary headliners, Kellen Winslow Sr., Mizzou guy.
Mizzou made.
Mike Singletary and Fred Taylor. Jerseys are loaded. Josh is ready. 6 to go. Let's do it, Josh.
Yeah, Kellen Winslow, a Mizzou Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
Has his name on the little Mizzou wall.
Hope maybe Luther Burden next.
Burden probably.
Mizzou Hall of Famer? I mean, he was a great Mizzou Hall.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he might get it, actually.
Right?
Yeah, he might get it.
Here's the baseball, guys. 3 spots to go. 3 spots to go in the baseball. We got MVPs still out there. Ronald Acuna, Miguel Cabrera.
Acuna just came back, I believe, to the Braves.
Did he? Where's Charles Nelson? Charles, he's a big Braves fan. Charles, we need our Ronald Acuna update.
Let's see.
When your team loses 121 games, you kind of I don't want to say you stop paying attention to baseball because I still love baseball, but it's like you kind of zone it out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm just a Padres fan.
Seeing, let's just go to his game log page.
We got Miguel Cabrera, Triple Crown winner, one of the best hitters of all time. You know, I love Miguel Cabrera, not because of his days with Detroit. You know, I liked him when he was with Detroit, but as a White Sox fan, I do get a little, there is a little rivalry with the Cubs.
Yeah.
When he was on the Marlins and they beat the Cubs in the NLCS in 2003.
That Marlins team.
I love that team was loaded.
All kinds of loaded.
Loaded. Juan Pierre, Luis
All
Castillo,
kinds of
Derek
loaded.
Lee, Miguel Cabrera. Who else?
Pudge Rodriguez.
Yeah, Pudge was on there.
Derek Lee. Mike Lowell.
Third baseman, Mike Lowe.
Dontrell Willis.
Alex Gonzalez, the one that did not make the air in the NLCS. The other shortstop, Alex Gonzalez.
Was Dontrell Willis?
Dontrell D-Train was on there. Josh Beckett.
Josh Beckett. AJ Burnett.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that was a loaded team.
Was Juan Encarnacion? No, that one. I think I might be thinking of the '97 Marlins now. Juan Encarnacion. That team was so loaded. Jeff Conine was on the 03 and '97 Marlins because he's Mr. Marlins. Being honest, I think the Lions will be the team to beat in the NFC. Ooh, Tim.
2 to go in the baseball double.
There you go. 2 to go in that baseball. That's going to happen. That is going to be on deck. Tim has the Lions, the team to beat in the NFC. Makes sense. Lions 14 games last year. I know they lost Ben Johnson. I know they lost Aaron Glenn, but they still have Dan Campbell. They still have guys like Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Gibbs, David Montgomery. Oh, and they have this man coming back, Aiden Hutchinson, who is in the Diamonds Speed Flex. 14 boxes, 7 headliner. I can't believe there's 14 boxes left in the Diamonds, 7 headliners, and 4 of those headliners are Speed Flexes. And one of those headliners is Josh freaking Allen, the MVP. There it is on the standard. I get people love the custom speed flexes, but if I'm getting a Josh Allen speed flex, I at least need one standards flex, right? You gotta get one standard, one custom, or you get more customs, but you gotta at least have one standard in the collection. And the Bills, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful standard helmet. There he is, Josh Allen, just getting started, man. Just getting started. How old is Josh Allen? 28? He's younger than me. I know that.
I think he's 29.
28.
28, 29.
He'll be 29 on May 21st.
Okay.
So there you go. What's today? The 10th?
Today is the 10th.
So 11 days. Everyone make sure you wish Josh Allen a happy birthday.
The 21st is also the Europa League final for Manchester United. So you will know the 21st. You will be occupied on the 21st.
I will be watching Man U. I'll have my Bruno Fernandes jersey on. Watching Man U. Sorry, Josh, I can't make your birthday party. Very nice. Josh Allen last season. We got the Football Reference page up. You know, they said, he throws a lot of interceptions. Well, last year he only threw 6. 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. QBR led the NFL, 77.3. Now, so we know Josh Allen does it with his legs as well.
I had Josh Allen in one of my fantasy teams.
I did.
Last season, and the Rams game.
Yes.
Game that he played against the Rams. I had
the Lions wasn't it back-to-back game?
Back-to-back weeks.
Yes.
I had the Rams game. I had Josh Allen and Puka Nacua on my fantasy team, and that was pretty much like I was already confident about winning based on how the early games had gone, and then those two just decided to seal the result.
I was in a super flex league last year. I had the second pick in the draft. Super flex, 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Well, you could if you want to. Well, you should if you're smart. So my buddy picked McCaffrey number 1, and I'm like, thank you. Josh Allen, second pick. I'm
easy
like,
money.
Easy money. Josh Allen. Look at these numbers. We saw his passing numbers. In 2023, over 500 rushing yards, 15 touchdowns. 2024, 500 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. Those were actually, rushing yards-wise, pretty low compared to the years before. 762 in 22, 763 in 21.
I think they were just more conscious about him not taking hits.
I think they're like, we'll just use you in the red zone. If you're going to score, 15 touchdowns or 12 touchdowns, he's got 65 career. He averages 10 rushing touchdowns a season. Josh Allen,
automatic,
man, an absolute
automatic.
Beast. And he's a big guy too. Yeah. He's a big guy. 6'5", 237. Really, Wyoming, Josh Allen. Wow. Still in those diamonds.
All those coaches that didn't offer him the scholarship or whatever, thinking like, what are we doing?
You know what? I know this guy. He's been getting a lot of jokes made for the last couple weeks because he's been defending Shedeur Sanders, Mel Kiper Jr. Mel Kiper Jr. was on Josh Allen Island, like the only one during the draft process. Everyone was like, this guy's not accurate. He plays at Wyoming. He's going to stink. Mel Kiper was the only one saying, no, this guy is going to be very, very, very good. So credit to Mel Kiper on that. I know the Shedeur Sanders stuff is, make fun. It's funny, but
I was not a big Josh Allen believer for those same reasons.
Yeah.
And let me just, I just want to say one thing to all the people out there. Like, these things happen in the draft. Like Josh Allen is the exception to like the tools coming all together. And sure, like he, in his first few seasons in the NFL, he was like wildly inconsistent, had some really great moments.
Yeah.
Had some really very poor moments. But
we shut him out, I believe, his rookie year.
Yeah.
He came,
he's put it all together now. Whereas like somebody like, Anthony Richardson, similar profile, hasn't really put it all together yet.
It's a great point.
Has a good chance to this year, but hasn't really put it all together yet.
It's a great point that you're making because when Josh Allen was drafted, it was a work in progress, and the Bills knew it. They were like, he's definitely not a finished product. And now teams, they see, look what the Bills did with Josh Allen. If we could do that with a guy like Anthony Richardson, or I know he didn't fall in the first round, but talks for Jalen Milroe. He would have, if he would have went in the first round, that was because teams think they can get like the Josh Allen experience.
Jalen
Hurts, yeah, absolutely. So Josh Allen, let's see his nicknames. General, I know J is 17. The Winter Soldier.
I've heard the Winter Soldier.
I like the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I got to see the new Thunderbolts movie. Someone told me it was good.
I'm like unofficially out on Marvel until
I've been. That's why. They're like, you gotta see Thunderbolts. I'm like, do I have to see Thunderbolts? I'm like, is it good? They're like, yeah. I'm like, compared to what? I'm like, no. I'm like, and they're like, no, it's good. I'm like, is it good? Like, I love Winter Soldier. I'm not just saying that because Josh Allen. That's my favorite Marvel movie. Is the Winter Soldier.
Same.
I love it. So I was like, is it as good as Winter Soldier? He goes, it's not as good, but he goes, if you like Winter Soldier, you'll like this one. So I'm like, okay, good enough.
Okay.
I'll wait for its on when it's streaming.
Yeah.
I'll watch it when it's streaming. Now I won't even like most of them. I don't even watch it on streaming, like Guardians of the Galaxy. And I like the first two. I didn't have seen
Third one was pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta check.
I think
it
the third
out.
one was pretty good.
I just kind of got like marveled out.
Yeah.
it's like
I feel you. I feel that. After Endgame, I was like, yeah, this is.
that's where I stopped. I'm like,
This
all
is
right.
kind of. This is kind of a bit much, and the other ones haven't been that great. You know?
What's up, Tyler? So the breaks happen when they sell out. What break are you in, Tyler? Tyler Cameron.
So Tyler is in a jersey break, which is now 4 to go.
Okay.
So
There you
4
go,
more
Taylor.
spots there, and he's also in a vault, I believe. Yeah, vault double.
There you go. 4 to go. There you go.
Tyler is a new customer.
Welcome, Tyler. Who's your
So
favorite
welcome
team?
to the break room. Yeah, let us know what your favorite team is and how you heard about UA.
It's a movie. What else are you gonna watch? It's a good question.
A lot of other things.
There's more movies. There's more.
Different movies.
There's Mission Impossible coming out in a few weeks. I'll definitely go see that. Definitely go see that.
Hype for that. I'll wait until that's on streaming too.
Oh, so I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that in the movie theater. Definitely. I'm a big time. That is my
Huge Mission Impossible.
my
fan.
Harry.
I'm a huge Mission Impossible.
It's
fan.
either Batman, Mission Impossible, or Harry Potter. My favorite movie series of all time.
My favorite movie is The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
My favorite movie series might be Mission Impossible.
I love them. Fallout is like, I just want to like fall out of a plane.
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation's
Rogue
awesome.
Nation is
Yeah,
my favorite.
I just want to do Tom Cruise stuff. The Mission Impossible Tom Cruise stuff, not.
Not the Top Gun Tom Cruise stuff.
I'll do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Tyler, who's your favorite team? Favorite player? Let us know. I mean, we can guide you in a series. What's your favorite squad? But nice choice with the jerseys. $28 a spot. Go win yourself a Hall of Fame signed jersey. Plenty of great options. Let's close that out for Tyler. Let's not make the newcomer wait too long here in the break room. Tyler's like, what the hell are these guys talking about? Mission Impossible. I thought we were
Yeah.
going to do some breaks.
Ravens fan.
Ravens fan. Let's see.
There's the Anquan Bolden jersey, right?
That's
In the
perfect.
jersey
There you
break.
go. Anquan Bolden. We pulled the Ray
trying to
Lewis
think.
mini last night.
Steve Smith Sr. was technically a
He
Raven.
was a Raven.
For a little bit.
He's in the college series.
College series.
Trying to think. We get Rashad Bateman in the secondary. In the Ann Moore section in the Diamonds.
Yeah.
Rashad Bateman. I think we pulled.
There was a Ray Lewis mini, right?
we pulled.
It's been pulled.
Yeah,
It's been pulled.
We pulled Zay Flowers in the Ann Moore section
Yes.
last night. But that's an example of the names that we have here. Jonathan Ogden, popular name that we get in the Ann Moore section for
Yeah.
the Ravens. On occasion, Jamal Lewis. Maybe he's high now in the Ann Moore section.
Yeah.
But thank you, Tyler, for joining us. Go Ravens. I had an Uber driver a few weeks ago. He was a Ravens fan. It might have been Tyler, actually. And Tyler, you don't do Uber in Burr Ridge, Illinois. But he told me, he goes, I'm telling you right now, it's the Ravens' year. Lamar Jackson, they're going to win the Super Bowl. And if an Uber driver tells you that a team's going to win the Super Bowl, you put in a future for that team to win a Super Bowl. So I do have a Ravens ticket.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
Tyler, Marvel, DC, and Mission Impossible. Love them all. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm a Batman fan. I got to finish my Batman. I bought a Lego set for $300. I started it. I haven't done it in like a month or so. I was like, man, I need to get on that Lego set.
Yeah.
So we are close on jerseys. We're close on baseball, and we're close on minis, guys. I'm going to drop the link in the chat for...
We're also close on. I mean, there's only 2 spots left in the 1 and 4.
Perfect. Hey,
So,
that 1 and 4.
plenty of options.
Awesome. That 1 and 4 is a 4-spot
Wherever
break.
wherever you guys want to go, plenty of options to go that way in the break room here.
So I'm going to drop the link for the baseball, 2 spots to go for that. I'm going to drop the link for the minis, the 1 and 4, and the jerseys as well. We're on the doorstep for several breaks here, guys. We can close them out, have some fun. I mean, they're going to get closed out tonight for sure. Might as well do it now, right? What's left in the baseball den? I got you. Let me drop these links, and I'll go to that baseball. Let me just send that 1 and 4 really fast, Den, and I'll send you that baseball link, my brother. What's going on, Den? Happy Saturday, though. Weather was nice for us over here. Hopefully,
The weather's going to be nice this weekend, and it's supposed to be nice for most of next week. Tyler's not an Uber
It
driver.
was not Tyler who told me.
Yeah, and he's hoping Lamar wins at least 1 Super Bowl
I think
in
you will.
his
I'm a
career.
big time Lamar Jackson fan.
I winning a Super Bowl, like it's hard because by that point all the teams are really good and Super Bowl and championship caliber, and Lamar just happens to play in a conference where he's got arguably three of the 5 best quarterbacks with alongside him. 4 of the 5 best quarterbacks arguably are in the AFC. But I think Lamar gets to at least one Super Bowl.
I think so too. I'm a big time Lamar Jackson fan. Yeah. He's awesome. Baseball for Den. Den, we have Jeff Bagwell, the bat, Carlton Fisk helmet, Vlad Guerrero Sr. helmet, Manny Machado helmet, and the 2 jerseys, Ronald Acuna Jr. and Miguel Cabrera. And secondary headliner, Raleigh Fingers, and the Hit King, Pete Rose. Still out there in the baseball. We have 12 boxes left, 8 headliners.
Pete Rose is a secondary headliner.
The Hit King, right? In a baseball
crazy.
series? I mean, Raleigh Fingers, I wonder if it's a signed mustache. That'd be pretty cool, right?
If he we know it's a bat, right? What is it?
The Raleigh Finger, I'm not sure. It's a secondary headliner, so I actually don't know what the Raleigh Fingers is.
Maybe his autograph has the mustache as well.
Like a little inscription?
Yeah.
That's pretty, I like that. Check, I mean, come on. I think I need to grow that. I think I need to grow that. What do you guys think? That looks good.
We are 1 to go now in that 1 and 4.
Oh, there we go.
So the 1 and 4, common is hoping the Messi jersey doesn't come out, but these guys in the break are hoping the Messi jersey comes out.
Yeah,
because that thing again. I mean, we talked about it at the beginning of the show. Not just the most valuable item in the series, the most valuable item in the break room,
absolutely,
right now, and probably the most valuable item that I've seen in the break room since my time here. Haven't been here as long as some other guys, but I don't know if anything has touched 4,500 in retail value.
I'm trying to think.
And we've had some really awesome stuff here in terms of helmets.
100%. I think
I don't think anything's touched 4,500.
I think you might be right. I mean, guys, 1 spot to go in this 1 and 4, $204. You could turn to $4,500. That seems like a pretty damn good deal to me. And then we're talking about George Steinbrenner buying the Yankees. That is George Steinbrenner buying the Yankees for $23 million.
This is entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that's George Steinbrenner buying the Yankees for $23 million in 1970 something, and now it's the most expensive franchise in all of sports. So wow, this is the investment piece.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing at the sold out discount that they gave to sold out. It's $3,300. Like, well, that's when
even the 3,300 might
ridiculous.
be the most. That might be the most expensive thing.
That tells you guys if something's on sale and it's still $3,300. Yeah, attack that break page. Get on there right now. It's not gonna be Mother's Day weekend all year.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Jackson is a fantasy football monster. Yes,
Agreed.
he is. So is Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar. 41 touchdowns last year, 4 interceptions, 120 passing rating. Yeah, tell me he can't pass.
Well, the 1 and 4 single is happening.
Hell yeah.
So we can get to that.
You think those people who said that Lamar Jackson couldn't be a quarterback in the NFL? Like where? Come on now.
Bill Parcells was one of them.
Unbelievable.
Bill Parcells was one of them, and Bill Parcells. Or no, sorry, not Bill Parcells.
Polian, right?
Bill Polian.
Yeah, and Polian.
Not Bill Parcells.
And Bill Polian, he knows all about the.
He knows all about football.
Yeah, crystal helmet. That's a good one, Tim. Yeah, the crystallized helmets, maybe. Yeah, good call. But yeah. I mean, I remember the Lamar Jackson talk. It was like, oh, he's going to be a wide receiver.
He should be a receiver.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be a great quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Tyler remembers that. Yeah, and what 40 passing touchdowns this year, 4 interceptions.
He probably should have been the MVP this year. I know Josh Allen is great and all, but Lamar had better numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar had better numbers. The narratives are what sometimes drives these things. But Lamar had better numbers than his MVP season.
All right, guys, let's do a 1 and 4. It is a single. Commons be pissed if we pull this Messi.
He's not going to be happy if we pull the Messi.
We got to pull this Messi. You guys want to piss off Common? You guys like to troll? That's it. That's how to do it.
Yeah.
I'll FaceTime him right now and say, hey, look what we have.
It'll be better than the FaceTime that we had the last time we were hosting when we were trying to fix a camera. This will be a much more superior FaceTime.
Please don't put that on us. Don't put that on us. Damn, 10,000. Damn, Tim. That is a lot. That is a lot. Box 10. Thank you. The Jordan Love box for Jeff.
Also the Lionel Messi box.
Good call. Thank you, sir. There's 10. All righty, guys. Timothy, Jeff, Tom, and Jared. 11 times in that randomizer. Let's copy and paste your names. All righty. Here we go. 11 times. Bit of a journey, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Final click. All righty. There it is. Copy and paste. Take you to your spots. And our first single of the 1 and 4. Bring this down for you guys so you can check it out. All righty. Timothy, you got the football spot. Jeff, you got basketball. Jared, baseball. And Tom Kos. What's up, Tom? You have everything else, my friend. So good luck. Box 10, the J Love box. Someone's going to love what's in this box. Woo! See if there's any money in here. See if there's any money, because we have ourselves a Juan Soto bat, and that's going to be Jared Menzer with the baseball spot. Juan Soto. Seeing if you left any of that $760 million in here. No $760 million. But Jared, very nice hit. Juan Soto, one of the best hitters in the MLB. It's a nice bat. There you go. Grats, Jeff. Jared, there you go. The Victus. Juan Soto. Former National, former Padre, former Yankee. Now the New York Met. One of the best players. Nice hit, Jared. This is awesome.
Yeah,
this
great
bat
hit.
Is sweet, man.
Great hit.
This bat is sweet. Got the cert. Right here. Yeah, check out in their box, maybe. And if there's a few million, Jared, I'm going to pocket it myself, all right? I'm going to pocket it myself. I'll leave you $1 million, and I'll take the $764 million. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah. Give $1 million to 764 people.
Or that, yeah. Very nice, Jared. Juan Soto. I mean, headliners are hot in the series. Maybe the Messi comes out the very next box. We've done 3 boxes so far.
Look, there's a lot of headliners in this series.
Uh-huh.
And even if you're in that everything else spot, look, obviously the Messi is the big prize in the everything else spot. But you're talking about a Taylor Swift framed record, the Tyson Holyfield glove.
Love that glove.
The Ric Flair belt.
Woo!
There's lots of other very notable pieces of memorabilia in the everything else in this 1 and 4. And I know, the Mahomes went, but there's a lot of other really, really good stuff. There's still that Russ Speed Flex, which we noted was looking really nice. So plenty of options there in that 1 and 4 outside of just the football, even with the Mahomes gone. The real football, the football is still very much alive with Messi.
Show it off right now. The 1 and 4. We just pulled the Juan Soto. But the Messi jersey still out there in the 1 and 4, guys. I love those Speed Flex as well. Show off this Rams dual-signed Kyron Williams, Jerome Bettis, the Notre Dame. Yeah, Jared, Derek Carr retired. I couldn't believe it. I know he had that, what was it, a shoulder injury?
Shoulder injury, and he was going to be out for the season, I think. That was the original diagnosis. But yeah. Hey, this opens them up for tanking and then taking Arch.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure they're not too upset that Derek Carr retired.
They're not too upset about going from Archie Manning to Arch Manning.
I think they kind of expected. I mean, they definitely expected him to be out for the season because they drafted Tyler Shough in the second round. I'm not going to say a 25-year-old, second round pick is, going to stop you from drafting Arch Manning. But I think the Saints, on offense, if they stay healthy, Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, they just drafted Kelvin Banks, offensive lineman. You got Kellen Moore, the new coach.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. That division's, every team like cancels out each other, it seems like. It's like hard to tank, unless you're the Panthers and you just stink. But I think the Panthers might be pretty good next season, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Panthers could be really good with Bryce Young, Tet McMillan.
I love Ted
and
McMillan.
Chuba and the offensive line.
Now, if Spencer Rattler plays for the Saints, then they're tanking. Then they're tanking. I'm like, I get it. I understand it. But hey, Arch Manning to the Saints, that makes sense. The grandfather,
Yeah.
Archie Manning.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where we're at on the minis. 3 to go on the minis, 3 to go on the jerseys. Let's see. 2 to go on the baseball. All righty, guys. Close out the baseball, close out the jerseys, close out the minis. We're on deck. We are on deck for the baseball. Jeff Bagwell, Carlton Fisk, Vlad Guerrero Sr., Manny Machado, Ronald Acuna Jr., Miguel Cabrera still out there, Raleigh Fingers, the hit king Pete Rose. 2 spots left in the double play baseball series.
We are 3 to go in the jerseys as well.
3 to go. $28 spot in the jerseys.
3 to go in the jerseys, 3 to go in the minis, 2 to go in the baseball. Plenty of options and that baseball is a double. So 2 to go in that baseball double. So plenty of options for people who are looking at different series. Plenty of choices there as far as what's close to breaking.
Here's that jersey series, guys. What headliner is available? All of them. Brett Favre, Champ Bailey, Bruce Smith, Eric Dickerson, Ty Law, the CFL, Warren Moon, the Edmonton Eskimo. We have Mike Evans, Dick Butkus, Anquan Bolden, Roger Staubach on the throwback Cowboys blue. $28 a spot. It's going to happen. I want to see that Brett Favre. I actually want to see the Warren Moon CFL jersey. That'd be an awesome jersey to see tonight, or today, I should say. 27 people watching right now. Guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's what you're here for. If you don't know how break rooms work, you're like, what the hell am I watching right now? You can put that in the chat and say, hey, what is this? And I'll explain to you what it is. But if you are a veteran to break rooms and you've been here before, if you've been to other break rooms before and you're just looking for your team, drop that in the comments as well. Say, hey, I'm a Packer fan. Well, Brett Favre in the jersey. Say, I'm a Bills fan. Well, Josh Allen in the Diamonds. I'm a Rams fan. Well, dual sign Kyron Williams and Jerome Bettis in the 1 and 4. Or, not even teams. Just say your sports that you like. If you like soccer, boom, 1 and 4. We have the Messi jersey, licensed Messi jersey. The most expensive item in the room right now is that Messi jersey, and you get it for $204 in the 1 and 4. We brought it up, guys, on the Fanatics, $4,500. You can win it for $204 in the 1 and 4. So, guys, just let us know if you have any questions. We got a baseball, we have a mini, and we have a jersey coming up in just
Jersey
a matter
has
of
closed, so
go.
we'll do the jersey break.
Perfect. Thank you guys for closing
Get
that out.
set up.
Maybe we'll see that CFL jersey right now. Maybe I Beetlejuiced it. All righty, guys. Once you see my message, if you're in that break, drop me a box number, please, for our second jersey, playbook jersey number 2. I'm Thomas, Josh, Tyler, Dustin, George, Jared. Tyler's first break with us.
Yeah.
Good luck, Tyler. Good luck, everybody. Tyler's a Raven fan, so I'm guessing he's going for that Anquan Bolden. So, George, I have George first with 22. Thank you, George. Just beat out Tim and Josh, so 22 is going to be the box. We do have that. All righty. So 22 was first for us. Tyler's very excited. Hell yeah. All righty, guys. 11 times in the randomizer. I have Thomas, Josh, Tyler, Dustin, George, and Jared. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. All the headliners still left in the jersey break. Now's the time to strike. $28 a spot. Why not, man? Brett Favre jersey. Here we go. Final click. And there it is. Copy and paste. George has the Brett Favre spot, the NFC North. We'll see if George called himself some box color magic. George, you got the North NFC. Jared Menzer, you have the NFC South, the NFC East. Thunderlord Thomas, you have the NFC West. Dustin the AFC North. Tyler, the AFC South. Josh, the AFC East. And Jared, the AFC West. Good luck to everybody. Box 22 coming up in just a matter of seconds. Angelo looking for the Juan Soto bat. That bat was sweet, man. Juan Soto. Good morning, Angelo. How you doing? Happy Saturday. Hopefully you have a great weekend and you want to spend it here in the break room. Thank you. Box 22. Playbook. There you go. Emmitt Smith number. What do I do with my box cutter? Alrighty, guys. It's our second jersey break. Let's do it. Box 22. What'd I just say? Beetlejuice? How about a Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice?
Woo!
Beetlejuice. It's the Warren Moon CFL jersey. Very nice. Ooh, Warren Moon. This is a CFL, so it's going to his longest tenure. Obviously, the inscription is Hall of Fame 01. Is this College Football Hall of Fame or Canadian Football Hall of Fame? It says
Might be.
CHOF.
Might be. It should be Canadian Football Hall of
Yeah,
Fame,
Canadian
right?
Football Hall of Fame. There you go. Warren Moon. So, Tyler, this is going to go to his longest tenure, which I
Yeah.
believe Houston Oilers, which is now the Tennessee Titans. Right, Jimmy? Am I
Yeah.
correct on that? There
You are
go.
correct on that.
So, Tyler's first time here in the break room,
New customer magic.
and he's banned 1,000. Congrats, Tyler. You're getting the Warren Moon CFL jersey, my man. CFL jersey going to Tyler. There you go. Tyler, congrats, buddy.
Yeah, 10 years with Houston,
Should show these sleeves off really fast.
141 games played, so clearly longest tenure.
I've just never seen this jersey. It's
With
really
Houston
cool.
there,
Check
yeah.
out the sleeves, guys. That's awesome. There's, if you want to see the front. There you go. Very nice, Tyler. Warren
Great
Moon.
hit. Great hit.
Mm-hmm. And the CFL. There you go. Now, for record, Tyler, this goes to you because it's on the CFL. If it's not on a NFL jersey, it goes to the longest tenure. So if this was on a Seahawks jersey, it would go to Thomas because he has the NFC West. Or if it was on a Chiefs jersey, it would go to Jared because he has
Yeah.
the NFC West. Just Tyler's a first-timer in the break room, so just letting him know. But nice W, Tyler. If it was an Oiler jersey, it still goes to you as well, my man. So congrats on the win. You know what, Tyler? You can't stop now, right? You can't stop now. You can't just, get back in the batter's box. That's a nice hit, man. There you go. Warren Moon.
Yeah, that's definitely a Canadian Football Hall of Fame.
CHOF. When I first saw it, I looked at the graphic first before I looked at the board. I'm like, who is Moon on the Packers? What? Moon on the Packers? And I looked, and I saw on the board, CFL.
Yeah.
Yes. Eskimos, yes. Edmonton Eskimos. I believe now they're the Edmonton Elks. I think their name is.
Yep.
Yeah, the Elks.
5-time Grey Cup champion, 2-time Grey Cup MVP, and he gave Cam Ward his jersey.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. Let's write this out. Morning, what's going on? How you doing? Happy Saturday.
The Astrodome is still a hot topic in Houston. Just sitting there.
Astrodome's still up.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's still up.
The home of WrestleMania 17. Yeah.
They could do a demolition like they did of the Falcon, the Georgia Dome, with the bus pulling up right in front of the camera that was trying to capture the demolition from across the street. They can recreate that in Houston with the Astrodome.
Nice. That was cool. Warren Moon on the CFL jersey. It is rotting away. We got to do something. Let's buy the Astrodome. Let's do it. We'll buy the Astrodome.
We have to buy a team to then play in the Astros.
No, we could just chill there. We could break there. We can use it as our headquarters. Ultimate Autographs headquarters, the Astrodome. I'm thinking. See, there's my idea. All right, still 3 to go on those minis, guys. Let's close that out. Where are we at with the baseball? 2 to go on the baseball. We still got some time, guys. I'll give these guys till 11 o'clock to close those breaks out, right? I'll give you guys till
that's
11.
fair enough.
If those close out at 11, we're obviously going to keep on breaking. If those are not closed out by 11, we'll sign off. We'll be back in an hour at 12 p.m. We'll take a 1-hour break. But 2 spots going to baseball, 3 spots going to mini, 15 minutes to close it out. Definitely should happen, guys. I'll show you what we have in those series right now. If you're wondering. We just pulled Warren Moon in the jerseys. Here's the Seahawk helmet, the Rave Seahawk helmet. There you go. You can pair that up with the Eric Dickerson. We also have Robert Mathis, the most forced fumbles of all time. Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame quarterback. Champ Bailey, Hall of Fame corner. And Lawrence Taylor, the greatest defensive player of all time and Hall of Famer, of course. We have secondary headliners Frank Gore, Aaron Jones, and Patrick Willis in the minis. It's an automatic double box break. 1 spot, $50. You could take home 2 mini helmets. Seems like a great deal to me. Baseball, 2 spots to go. We have 12 boxes left and 8 headliners. We all love the great ratios, right, guys? There's one for you. 12 boxes, 8 headliners. Jeff Bagwell, a member of the Killer Bees, Berkman, Biggio, and Bagwell. We have Carlton Fisk, the original Pudge, one of the greatest catchers of all time. His number retired in Boston. His number retired in the south side of Chicago. 27 with the Red Sox, 72 with the White Sox. We have Vlad Guerrero Sr. on the Angels helmet, one of the best hitters of all time. Manny Machado, the slugging third baseman for the Slam Diego Padres. And then 2 MVPs, Ronald Acuna, the first player ever, 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases in a single season. And Miguel Cabrera, I think the last Triple Crown winner, I believe. Miguel Cabrera, right? There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone won it after him. And then
Looking back, Juan Encarnacion was on the 03 Marlins.
he was?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I have to show you this Instagram page I follow. It's just dedicated to throwback Marlins. It actually is. I don't know why. It's called Legends of Dade County.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a Marlins throwback page. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
So that is in the baseball. Maybe we have a Juan Pierre in the Anmore section. And in the helmet, it has the hat in the helmet. You know, he used to wear I used
could
to love,
be.
He used to like the Little League style. You know, you wear the hat under your helmet when you kick him the bat. He did the Little League helmet hat on. The Martian had a pretty good game last night in West Sacramento. Who's the Martian? The Martian.
The Martian.
West Sacramento. Is that the A's?
I have no idea.
The Martian. Who am I missing? I'm not good with nicknames. I've never heard anything good, anything going on there since I've lived in Houston. The Astros. We got to do something. The last thing I've heard of the Astrodome was Russell. Oh, Jason. Oh, the Martian. I forgot that's been in the game since when he signed with the Yankees when he was like 16 years old. Jason Dominguez. Yeah, 3 home runs last night. Yeah, Bob. I saw that. And I saw he was getting a little. Yankee fans were getting a little...
Yeah, El Marciano.
Yes, they were getting a little impatient with Jason Dominguez. It's glad to see hit those 3 homers.
Signed in 2019 with the Yankees.
He was young.
Made his debut in 2020. He's 22 years old.
Yeah, he was young. I remember when his rookie cards in 2019 were very expensive. Very expensive because he was a Yankee and he was young. He had high... And he's still, still 22 years old.
Became the youngest Yankee to hit 3 home runs in a game.
There you go. I forget that the A's play in West Sacramento now. The A's, and they're just the A's. They have no city.
I think most A's fans have now disavowed the A's.
I'll do a quick top to bottom run of what we have in the break room. Everything of what we have here in the break room. Show off this 1-4 series. There's the Cal Ripken, the Iron Man, on that sweet Baltimore Orioles helmet. I mean, not a good start for Baltimore this year. They need Cal Ripken. You got Shaq, one of the most popular athletes of all time. How about Trae Young? I love that basketball. That looks sick. Looks like what do they call the uniforms, the NBA uniforms? The City
City Connect. Well, that's baseball.
That's
right?
baseball. Don't they have like
I think it's just called City Edition.
Yes, thank you. City
Yeah.
Edition. The City Edition basketball is
Yeah.
exactly what it's called. City Edition basketball for Trae Young, the Atlanta Hawks. There's the Ric Flair belt. Woo! I always got to do that. I love that Tyson and Holyfield glove. I'm not just saying this because it's in the room right now. You'd be like, oh, Dom's just being a salesman. No. One of the sports moments of all time that I wish I just got to see live when I was old enough to appreciate sports and, watch sports with your friends. This Holyfield and Tyson, when he bit his ear off, that is just one moment I wish I got to see live. I'm not talking about being there I'm just saying watching it pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Just like, holy crap, he's biting his freaking ear off. Like, that is awesome. Andrew needs that Saquon. Yeah, still available.
Still
Saquon
available.
Barkley.
Saquon is still there.
So is the Jerome Bettis and the Kyron Williams dual sign. So is that Russell Wilson speed flex. Colts, Broncos, and Wisconsin. That year in Wisconsin, Russell Wilson, if it wasn't for that year in Wisconsin, maybe we're pulling Russell Wilson in the baseball series.
Yeah.
Because he was ready to go play baseball. He after NC State, he goes, let me I'll transfer to Wisconsin one more year, play some football. Led Wisconsin to the Rose Bowl, drafted in the 3rd round. Pete Carroll, that was after they signed Matt Flynn to big money. And Pete Carroll, credit to Pete Carroll, because a lot of coaches be like, we got to play this guy who he's paid money to.
Yeah.
Especially can't bench for a 3rd round pick. Pete Carroll, he knew there was something special on Russell Wilson. Started him in, 2-3 years later?
2 years later.
They're winning the Super Bowl.
Won a Super Bowl 2 years later.
And how about Taylor Swift, the biggest star in the world, the biggest pop star? Taylor Swift. We have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Carmelo Anthony. And the most expensive item in this room right now is that licensed Messi jersey, Argentina. Still out there, guys. We pulled it up on Fanatics. It is $4,500, and it's sold out, by the way, which tells you that it's in high demand. $4,500 sold out. You could get this for $204. Get it for $204. Maybe sell it for $5,000 if you're not a fan of soccer, right?
Yeah. So Tyler, if no one fills all the slots, your slot just carries over
Correct.
to the next show that would happen. So you have a slot in that break, and whenever that break does ultimately close out, you'll still be in there. It won't happen in this show, but it'll happen whenever it does happen. You'll still have that slot. So once you buy in that slot, that's yours. You're gonna have that whenever that break does end up happening.
Very good question, Tyler. And thank you, Jared. Thank you, Chinmay. But a very, very good question, Tyler. Yes, you never lose your spot if the break doesn't happen. So if you buy in something now, Tyler, and we don't do it during this show, we come back live at 12 p.m. We're on all day, every day. We have shows at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. So if we don't break during the 9 a.m. show, most likely we'll break it during the 12 p.m. show. If it doesn't break during the 12 p.m. show, then you got the 3 p.m. show, the 6 p.m. show. So never lose your spot. Very good question, though, Tyler.
We are 1 to go now in that double baseball break.
There we go. So baseball should happen. Here's the best bang for your buck in the break room, the Diamond Series, guys. We have 14 boxes left and 7 headliners, and 4 of those headliners are speed flexes, and one of those speed flexes is the MVP of the National Football League, Josh Allen, guys. Buffalo Bills plus 700. They have the same odds right now as the Chiefs, as the Ravens. The Eagles are first place because they're defending champions, but then it's the Ravens, Bills, and the Chiefs, and the Bills are plus 700 for one reason, and that is Josh Allen. Aesthetically, though, my favorite helmet in this series is that Ladd McConkey, the two-tone chrome. You got the powder blue, and you got the yellow at the bottom, that Terry McLaurin.
I think it's
between
between McConkey and McLaurin.
Yeah, that McLaurin, I like the yellow on there as well. And then we have the Aiden Hutchinson alternate speed flex, the Honolulu blue. Let's not forget about the Gronk authentic, and then we have Lawrence Taylor authentic. Like I said, sorry, Abdul Carter, you're not getting that 56, bro. It's not going to happen. Jim Kelly, secondary headliner. If I'm a Bills fan,
Josh Allen, Jim Kelly.
that's a pretty damn good double up right there, right? That's a pretty damn good double up. And the Diamonds are authentics or better in every single box, guys. And like I say, the names in that series, all pros, Hall of Famers, Pro Bowlers. You're not going to get Jimmy Clausen in the Diamonds. Here is the base. Jimmy Clausen, if he ever sees me, he's gonna kick my ass. It really is. If you ever see, I use it. I drop his. I use him a lot for that.
Yeah,
example.
way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much Jimmy Clausen mentioned.
The only time I didn't use it when I saw that he was actually in town going to a Cubs game, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. He's
Maybe
pretty,
not.
Yeah, he's pretty close to me, right? He's pretty close. Here's that baseball, guys. It is close to closing out.
It is closed.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Just closed.
It is closed.
I got to
but
refresh
you can
my
go over
page.
you can go over what's in there.
Well, we're bound to see. Maybe in the next few seconds, we'll see Jeff Bagwell, Carlton Fisk, Vlad Guerrero Sr., Manny Machado, Ronald Acuna, Miguel Cabrera, Raleigh Fingers, Pete Rose. Maybe we see one of them. Maybe we see two. Thank you guys for closing that out. That is a double box break. So I asked for two. I have Jason, Ryan, Roman, Mark, Dustin, Jeff, Bradley, and Jared. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. And there's my message. Drop me 2 box numbers for baseball. What's your favorite baseball player of all time?
I'm sentimental to the White Sox, so
Yes.
obviously Paul Konerko
Same.
with the White Sox. I don't know. I like guys who have flair. So like Javi Baez,
Okay. El Mago.
Yasiel Puig,
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis,
Yeah.
Manny Machado. Yeah, so I'm drawn toward the guys who have flair. Obviously Shohei Ohtani.
You like to pimp the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay.
Obviously Ohtani is like, kind of a otherworldly talent that you just have to respect
Yeah.
with what he can do. But yeah, I just like the guys who kind of have fun with baseball.
Well, Jared Mentor going with the Paul Konerko box, 14. And your favorite number 8. There you go.
Yeah.
So 8 and 14 from the baseball. Thank you, Jared. Let me take those off the ticker. And that looks good. All right, guys, let's go to that randomizer. Jason, first time here in the break room. Jason, if you're watching, I know Jason got the spot yesterday, I believe. Jason, if you're watching, welcome. Favorite team, favorite player, let us know. But good luck, buddy. We had Tyler win earlier in his first break.
Yeah.
Maybe we go 2 for 2 with the newcomer magic. All right, guys, 11 times in the randomizer. Here we roll. No more baseball on ESPN next year. It's probably good for baseball, but ESPN does not give it any love. And the final click. There we go. So I'll take you to your baseball spots, show you what teams you got. Lawrence Taylor has been pulled in the practice squad, Chase, but the Lawrence Taylor Authentic is still out there in the Diamonds. Lawrence Taylor still in the Diamonds, but he has been pulled in the practice squad. Practice squad, we have 6 boxes left. We're down to the Bo Jackson jersey, licensed jersey, by the way, and then Jim Kelly secondary headliner. But if you're looking for Lawrence Taylor Authentic, he is in the Diamonds. In the Diamonds, 14 boxes, 7 headliners.
Yeah.
4 of those are Speed Flexes. Maybe try to win a Lawrence Taylor and a consolation prize to win a Josh Allen Speed Flex. Pretty damn good right there. All righty, guys. Jeff August, Rangers, Reds, and the Mets. Ryan, you have the Cardinals and the Marlins. Jared, you have the Angels and the Braves. Mark, the Yankees and the Astros. Dustin, the Tigers, Dodgers, and the Mariners. Bradley, the Guardians, White Sox, and Pirates. Roman, you have the Padres and the Red Sox. And Jason, you have the Phillies and the Brewers. If you're a Red Sox fan, I will say this. You come in, you're looking for the Big Poppy. We did pull the Big Poppy. But Manny Ramirez in the 1 and 4, if you're a Boston Red Sox fan, and you're like, oh, man, they pulled the Big Poppy already. Manny Ramirez in the 1 and 4. But here is box 8. Manny being Manny. All righty. Good luck to everybody. All right. How about a little history? A little bit of history in the break room because we have the first player ever, 40 home runs, 70 stolen bases.
Woo.
Jared, it's Ronald Acuna Jr., brother.
Closer magic.
Uh-huh. And box color magic as well. There you go. You got the Beckett cert. MVP, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's a base, one of the game's best players. Nice hit, Jared. And, of course, photo headliner. This is a custom jersey. But very, very nice. Nice hit, Jared. Ronald Acuna.
World Series champion. And hopefully coming back soon this season.
Yeah. And who knows, right now, Jared has the Angels and Braves. It's Vlad Guerrero Sr. That's a nice double up right there.
Would be a very nice double up.
So we'll see. Baseball jersey a little harder than the football jersey. You got to take your time. You got to be a little patient. There you go. That's the key to folding. Just got to be a little patient. My mom gets so mad at me chat was very nice. They'll be like, "Oh, Dom, you're a good folder," and then my mom be like, "You don't fold anything at home. You don't fold any clothes at home." It's like, well, sorry, you don't pay me to do that.
Yeah.
You got to pay me. So I'll write this out for Jared, and we'll get to our second box, the Paul Konerko box. You know, the Pope knows who Paul Konerko is.
I'm sure.
Isn't that crazy
I'm sure
to
he
think about?
does.
Isn't that
I'm
crazy
sure
to
he
think about?
does.
So write this out, Acuna. All righty, Jared. Do we have another MVP coming up? Two, four, six. All righty. Sir. 14. Double play. You know, Paul Konerko had a lot of double plays too. All right. All right.
Okay.
Didn't feel like a jersey.
Doesn't look like a jersey either.
Heavy jersey. That's why you get in the doubles. One spot, two headliners for Jared Menzer.
Woo!
What'd I say? I said he's got the angel spot. He could take home that Vlad Guerrero Sr., and that's what he's doing right now. It is the Vlad Guerrero Sr. helmet. He's got the Angels and the Brave spot. There you go, Jared. One spot, Jared had. One spot. What was that, $52 for a spot in the single? So 104 for $104, Jared. Vlad Guerrero Sr. and Ronald Acuna Jr.
Amazing sequence.
This is all. I'm gonna leave
Amazing
this on,
sequence.
I'm actually gonna leave this on the table. I really like these helmets.
I like it. I like it.
Reminds me of the. I know it's they have the secondary color for these helmets.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the old school California Angels when they wore the navy blue. That's a sick hit right there.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Red Angels helmets, but Vlad Guerrero Sr. Again, you asked me about favorite baseball players. Vlad Guerrero Sr. was up there as one of the favorites, and just known for that crazy swing.
Yeah.
A little bit reckless at times with what he swung at, but when he connected,
It's part of the charm, though.
Yeah, when he connected, hard to beat the power that Vlad Guerrero Sr. had.
You know how frustrating it has to be with a pitcher? You're like, all right, I'm going to throw a waste pitch, just a ball in the dirt. And this guy hits it out of the ballpark. And you're like, dude, you're not even supposed to swing. I was throwing you a ball. I'm throwing you a waste pitch. Like, oh, Vlad made a lot of pitchers angry, but he's making Jared a very happy man.
Yeah.
Today. There you go, Jared.
Yeah, great double up for Jared.
Mm-hmm. We get father and son in the break room.
That could be a new series if you get Bron and Bronny in there as well.
You guys want Bronny in the break room? You guys want some Bronny James stuff? I'm sure stuff's actually probably expensive, Bronny James.
Yeah?
Probably just because he's Bronny James.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the sorry, I know you're a Laker fan, but maybe that's what the Lakers should give Bronny some more minutes in the playoffs. Maybe that would have helped.
Maybe. You never know.
I know they get a lot of jokes about that, but if the best player on your team is like, hey, you're gonna draft this guy with the 52nd pick in the NBA draft, you're gonna pick that guy.
Who else were they gonna take?
Right, you're gonna.
Who else were they gonna
It's the
take?
NBA
Come
draft
on.
second round. I get it. You could draft there's Jokic, but that's why the Jokic is so special because it happens once every 30 years. The Jokic, you get an MVP in the second round.
Yeah. How many second round MVPs are really running out there?
The second round in the NBA is not the second round in the NFL. Actually, after the top 5 in the NBA, it's I don't know, it's
Even the top 5 is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's I would say the lottery is pretty much you can find it's very unlikely that you're going to find star players outside of the lottery.
Yeah.
Generally speaking.
yeah.
You can find good players, maybe not superstars. But yeah, I mean, who else were they going to take?
Let's not act like Giannis's brother was not on the Bucks for 5 years. Let's not act like his brother was not
averaging 0-0-0 across the board.
All righty, guys. Where we at on the minis?
We are still 3 to go on the minis.
Okay.
So that is still,
Let's see.
still manifesting itself.
So 3 to go. That's been stuck at 3 for a while.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a quick top to bottom rundown, guys. And if those minis are not closed out, we'll sign off. We'll do we don't have a college chase, so we didn't do any college, so we won't have a Chase Wilson. I'll do a quick top to bottom rundown. You guys know the drill. We'll be back here at 12 p.m. Central Time. While we're gone, buy some spots. We have a nice pre-fill when we come back on live.
Yeah.
But, that 1 and 4 is still loaded right now. We still have the Messi, the most expensive item in the break room.
It'd be 33 boxes done and 23 headliners in 33 boxes with the most expensive items still available.
And that is that Messi licensed jersey still out there in the 1 and 4. Cal Ripken, Shaq, Trey Young, the Nature Boy, Tyson and Holyfield, Taylor Swift. Now we got Bad Blood. See, that's pretty good. I sound just like her. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Carmelo Anthony. Let's not forget that Messi jersey, $4,500 sold out on Fanatics, guys. Tells you 2 things. It's expensive and it's in high demand. We have the Russell Wilson Speed Flex, Wisconsin Seahawks Broncos. I love the action green ink. I'm telling you, ink could really make a helmet. You have the Notre Dame Rams ripped Speed Flex, Jerome Bettis and Kyron Williams, and that Saquon Barkley Flex. How about Manny Ramirez? A name that we don't get too often in the break room, Manny Ramirez. I actually want to say probably the first time I've seen Manny Ramirez. I'm not going to say it's the first time we've had him, but the first time I personally have seen him in the break room. There's John Smoltz. So this 1 and 4, guys, absolutely loaded. Messi jersey, $4,500 on Fanatics, sold out. You could get it for $204 in the 1 and 4. There you go. Diamond's the best bang for your buck in the break room. I am shocked we have not done a diamond. I am shocked. There's 14 boxes left, 7 headliners, 4 speed flexes, and we have the MVP, Josh Allen. The diamonds are the best bang for your buck in the break room, guys, because $96, you could win yourself a Josh Allen speed flex. That goes north of $1,000. You want to pay $1,000? You want to pay $96? I want to pay under $100. We got Josh Allen, Ladd McConkey, Aiden Hutchinson, Terry McLaurin speed flexes. We have Gronk and Lawrence Taylor authentic still available, and Jim Kelly secondary headliner in the diamonds. The baseball, we just pulled Vlad and Acuna, but we have Miguel Cabrera, Jeff Bagwell, Carlton Fisk, Manny Machado, Raleigh Fingers, and Pete Rose still out there in the baseball. And great ratios, by the way, in the baseball. Here is the vault. We have the $300 vault key, guys. You can win a full-size helmet and a $300 gift card. Take that to the 1 and 4. Maybe win a Messi jersey. Take that to the diamond. Win a Josh Allen. You could take them both. $300 gift card. 1 spot in the 1 and 4, 204. 1 spot in the diamond, $96. Boom, $300 right there. I know a little math. Win a Josh Allen Speed Flex, win a Messi jersey, and win yourself a full size in the vault. It's possible. We also have Puka Nacua, another name. We don't get Puka too often in the break room on that sick Rave Rams helmet. There's Lawrence Taylor. Hey, someone was asking, Chase was asking about Lawrence Taylor earlier.
Yeah.
He's also in the vault, Lawrence Taylor. Secondary headliner Phil Simms as well. So if you're a Giants fan, we have 6 boxes left in the vault. 2 Giants legends, Phil Simms and Lawrence Taylor, member of the Super Bowl teams. If I'm a Giants fan, I'm getting that vault double, and I'm trying to win Lawrence Taylor and Phil Simms. The college, which is the Chase, CeeDee Lamb, Steve Smith Sr., and this awesome red, white, and blue Jonathan Taylor Speedflex. It's the Colts and Wisconsin. Here it is right here, one of the best running backs in the NFL. The last half of the season last year, he was back to being the 2021 rushing champion, Jonathan Taylor. He was a beast, over 1,400 yards. And if we now, you see a couple years ago was, running back turns 26, you got to get rid of him. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry proven, no, we're still beasts. You keep the best player, Jonathan Taylor. He's the best player in the Colts. It was 2 years ago, the Colts were playing, it was that do or die. I think it was the Jaguar game. It was like the last week of the season where it was the 4th down. And they took out Jonathan Taylor and brought in, you'll remember this name, Tyler Goodson, practice squad Packers player, for a 4th down check down play, and they threw it to him and he dropped it. Your season on the line, it's 4th down. Why the hell are you taking out Jonathan Taylor for Tyler Goodson?
If the play is going to be run to him, too.
I will never forgive Shane Steichen for that. I know I'm butchering that name. I'm not even a Colts fan, but that was just like your best player, season on the line, and you take him out for a practice squad player.
And you want to talk about ratios.
Insane.
7 headliners in the college with only 9 boxes.
Insane.
And 5 of those gift cards, those NIL deals are still out there, which means that just basic math, at least 3 boxes are going to have a headliner as well as the gift card spin.
That's right. Practice squad, 6 boxes left. Two headliners, Bo Jackson and Jim Kelly. It is at Legacy, Bo Jackson, Mitchell and Ness jersey. Those are sick. Practice squad, 4 spots to go, guys. That's going to happen soon. Here are jerseys, $28 a spot. Every photo headliner besides the Warren Moon is still available. Brett Favre, Champ Bailey, Bruce Smith, Eric Dickerson, Ty Law, Mike Evans, Dick Butkus, Anquan Bolden, and Roger Staubach. We also have Kellen Winslow Sr., Mizzou guy.
Yeah.
Mike Singletary, the Samurai, and Fred Taylor, former Florida Gator. Fred Taylor. And the minis, automatic double box break guys, Lawrence Taylor, Champ Bailey, Jim Kelly, Robert Mathis, Eric Dickerson, Warren Moon, the sick rave Warren Moon. Then we have Frank Gore, Aaron Jones, and Patrick Willis. So that is what we have on the break page right now, guys. I'll do one last look. Looks like we have a mini and a practice squad pre-fill for our 12 o'clock show. Hit of the show, if it's not the helmet, what do you have anything else?
No, it's definitely the Vlad Guerrero helmet. I think we had several headliners come through. That Juan Soto bat is also one of the top items. But I like Vlad.
The Warren Moon, the CFL jersey, that was a cool hit as well. Yeah. So yeah, we pulled some cool items during this show. But guys, 12 o'clock, we'll be back in just under 50 minutes, guys. So get your spots at 1-4. Messi, $4,500 jersey. You get it for $204. I don't. You could be like, hey, Dom, I don't care about soccer. That's fine.
You don't have to care about soccer.
You want to make a great investment piece right now? Get that Messi jersey. It's the most expensive item in the room right now. So guys, we're hoping. I mean, guys, you want to troll Common? We pull today, so Common doesn't get to pull it on Monday. So Chinmay, we'll take a little break, and we'll get ready for the noon show.
Sounds good.
All righty, guys. Hopefully you get some spots. 1-4, the Diamonds, practice squad, the minis. We'll see you at 12 p.m. Central Time.